should have a link
Yeah, I'm
in
looking
the
at
red
it.
text
Looking
channel.
at it.
Fantastic. Okay. So
We are
there
live.
should be your resources available, comrade.
Wait, am I reading this right? Do I have nuclear bombs?
Yeah, we will get to that. I will get to that.
Oh God.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Javi just went crazy again.
Okay. Do we stream? Do we stream?
Yeah, we're going.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So, Comrade Javier, you are
Yes.
today. It's very nice sunny day at the Atlantic today. You cannot see it because you are inside the submarine, 300 feet underwater.
That's about right.
But it's very nice day. Okay, you will have today command of Victor 2 submarine. You can immerse yourself with the pictures. It's very nice Soviet submarine where you have. Okay, I will tell about submarine after telling your mission. So we are in the North Atlantic, attacking capitalist dogs convoy.
Okay.
And your mission is to basically clear the ASW picket to make way for other submarines that are going behind you. The glorious Soviet submarines that will penetrate the ASW screen, and your mission is to take out the picket. And there's not much to show on Simplot, right? You're basically lone submarine in a very large body of water, but you received basic bearing on which you need to move in order, hopefully, to intercept this picket and take it down. Basically, your survival is not essential to this mission.
Okay.
The main mission is to sink the picket ship, but if you go down with it will be still a victory, slightly lesser than decisive, but
It's still a victory. Yeah, I get you. I
but
understand.
it's still mission accomplished. Okay, yes, you noticed that you have a nuclear tipped torpedo, at least one. Yeah, you have it, but you have no authorization to use it at this point.
Oh.
I included it basically because pretty much all, if the info is correct, pretty much all Russian submarines had
Yeah.
at least one nuclear warhead. So I basically put this here to completion and to take one spot on the racks, basically, to limit the rest of your torpedoes, because actually I haven't seen the exact loadout of torpedoes for this type of for 650 millimeter torpedoes, but I assume when you read, you notice that pretty much almost everyone are in agreement that Soviet subs had at least one nuke on board. So you get one, but you cannot use it yet. Not probably in this scenario, but maybe in some other we will nuke each other out. And it would be terrible overkill in this mission, probably. Okay, so it is nuclear sub. With basically one sonar. We'll go to the sonar when we start mission. What you need, what I need from you right now, actually, submerged speed is 32 knots. So you have pretty much set bearing of 110 degrees, and this is the info you received from radio from the group commander, that you need to go on this bearing and find your target. What I need from you is, if you have, I will give you time after explaining rest of it, to give just here standing orders. Because I created this table for particular turns, course, and speed, but we probably won't use it yet today. I created it before thinking that this probably won't be needed. Your standing orders, what I need is basically your pattern of movement. So how long do you sprint, or for how long you sprint, or for how long you drift, and what type of sonar, either active or passive, you use? Because Soviet sonars were better in the active range, so maybe you want to try this one rather than passive. They had better active sonars apparently.
Oh
than
yes,
passive.
significantly.
By much.
Yeah.
Yes. So I need your the course you have basically, although you can change this course by, let's say, 10 degrees left or right with the movement, but
Yeah,
not
the
by much.
course needs to.
Because
Okay.
this is your base bearing, right? Or base
Yeah.
course. And so what I need from you is basically the pattern of movement and detection. Second thing you need to do, here you have torpedo loadout form, because you need to decide what torpedoes you have in what tube. You have two 650 millimeter torpedo tubes which are for this set 65, 76, and 73 torpedoes, which are beasts that only I think Soviet Union built, because these are large, long range ship killers, and 553 millimeters for these guys. Basically, Stat 65 is basically a smaller version of this torpedo that is for attacking surface ships. Yeah, I should pull out. I have drawings somewhere. And 5365K are anti-submarine torpedoes. So this is the number of torpedoes you have. And there is load, there is reload 1 and reload 2. This is for a reason. What you really need to decide is reload 1, really, because if you look at the... I have this twice. Okay, if you look at the remarks, it's rapid torpedo reload takes 2 tactical turns to reload all torpedo tubes. Yeah, and maybe I didn't understand. Okay, so maybe I get too deep into it, but Soviets were very keen on automatically reloading stuff, because they are one of few armies also that used autoloaders for tanks. But they have autoloaders that reload torpedo tubes mechanically, probably ripped off straight from Type 21 U-boats after World War II. But from what I heard, only the first reload was reloaded automatically, because the system was designed that there were automatic racks to reload torpedo tube, but only the first reload will reload it automatically, and next these racks needed to be...
you have to manually reload the automatic reload.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes
So
sense.
yeah, that makes sense, and I read that maybe too deep into it, but if we play it like this, you should decide on what's in the tube and what's on the rack. So reload, maybe I will reload rack. That will be better, right? And the rest is just will be manually loaded onto the rack. Which takes, I can't remember what, because here they say it takes 2 turns. I believe it was 3 turns. I need to... I didn't manage to finish all my cheat sheets and all my notes for this, unfortunately, because I will create cheat sheets for that. But for now, it shouldn't be important. I believe we won't go beyond first reload, because either we will sink him or he will get you before third reload.
Yeah, so
I don't think
so I'm thinking in the for the 650 millimeter, load both of them with the 6576 kit.
Yeah, it's probably probably yes. Both of them probably should have this, because there were only...
we're not gonna use the nuclear one.
Well, we won't. So this is simple, but for the 21-inch, so 533 millimeters, you can decide on the mix of torpedoes
I think
Anti-sub or anti-ship. I won't tell you. You don't have intel if there are
yeah,
submarines in the
I think
area.
yeah, I
There
think
shouldn't be any. There shouldn't. You
low
can be
2 and 2.
certain. You can be certain there are no friendly subs,
Okay.
because all of them are behind you, waiting for you to clear the way. Basically, they are a safe distance away.
Are you able to zoom in a little bit, Tom? With your mouse
Again?
wheel?
Sorry.
Can you mouse wheel in on that image at all? A little bit. There
I
you go.
can do
Just a
that.
little bit. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Are there
so yeah,
any?
looking.
Are there any? Okay. Yeah. So then I think load two sets and two 65Ms and 5Ks. So two
Okay,
anti-sub and two anti-surface. So we've got a little bit of anti-sub just in case. Like, don't expect to, but better safe than sorry.
right.
I don't want to be in that position.
Yes, because the
You know,
Soviet
fine.
torpedoes you have here, I had pictures of them, but whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
All torpedoes look similar.
What's the date? Is it 86?
It's 86. Yes, I forgot to mention it's.
Yeah.
I took a
Incredible.
date of 3rd July 1986, and by the way, happy 4th of July to
Oh yeah.
all our US
That is true. Happy 4th of
US
July.
players and listeners.
I think the scary thing is I'm looking at sort of like the stats and things for the kilo, right? And
Right.
at this particular point in time, out there somewhere, there's a Los Angeles class sailing around, and I would never see it.
Yeah, you don't know about submarines. The picket you need to take out is a surface ship. You know that because of the intel you are
Yeah,
given,
okay.
and
Do I
basically
know? Okay.
they are picket ships, right?
Yeah. Do I know what ship class? Any idea? Or
No, I will withdraw that. No, because no, you don't know what class. It will be some frigate or destroyer. That's
okay,
all
yeah,
you
some kind,
know.
some
And
kind of,
it
like a
probably,
frigate
and
or
I
something.
can tell you that from the intel at this point, you will know that they probably have some sort of towed array.
Okay.
Or VDS or variable
Yeah.
depth sensor. That's something you should know, but the exact type, no. And
Okay.
basically, so I don't overwhelm you with
Yeah.
information at this point. We are here to learn and have fun. So
Yeah.
and learn something from it. We will do it better next time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Do I have a speed that I have to travel at? Is there a
No,
speed that I?
speed is at your discretion.
Okay. Right. So that.
And the pattern of speed is at your discretion, because of course at higher speeds your sonar detection will be terrible. Let me see on the chart here. Wait, because I prepared myself.
What about the layer depth? The layer depth.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Layer depth is between shallow and intermediate.
How strong is it?
Oh, God damn it. I tried to find.
How,
You know what?
hang on.
It will be.
Between strong. Oh, no, yeah. It's a moderate layer between shallow and intermediate. Yeah, it's a moderate
Yes,
layer.
exactly. Between shallow and intermediate. I tried to find, because there apparently is somewhere table to roll it, to roll for it randomly, but I couldn't find it. Because
That's fine. Yeah.
the scenario I took is from 3rd edition Harpoon, where there was no so comprehensive layer rules, and sonar
Yeah.
rules were very simplified. But yeah, I thought that between shallow and intermediate, it's okay. The time is 0900 for submarine driver. It's pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to set up the ambience, it's 900 hours on 3rd May
Very good. Right.
1986. This state is 1. It's very calm sea. Weather, as I said, is very nice and very clear. You cannot see it, but it also affects the sea state affects your sonar performance.
Yeah.
So let's see the relative speed modifier. It depends on the searcher and contact. But
Yeah. That's for passive sonar.
yeah, exactly. So if you use passive sonar, you can see at what speed your detection will get bad. For instance, if they move at between 9 and 15 knots, the convoy moves at 15 knots. That you know because the Intel can check that, like the radar aircraft.
I think the interesting thing about all of this is that they can probably their passives, like considering that I'm louder than they are, probably their passive, like they can probably detect me passively before I can detect them.
Probably yes. That's you might consider using active sonar and
Yes. It's gonna have to be active sonar. So
from time to time, because active sonar is not affected as much by speed. As you can see, this is active sonar flow chart.
Active sonar is good. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to travel. I want to travel below the layer.
Okay, you of course can change speed, but also depth. You don't need to travel at the same depth all the time.
Oh yeah, I see. So I want to travel. Hang on. How fast can I travel? Oh, okay, so can I travel at? I want to travel at
your max speed is 32 knots.
Okay, how fast can I go before I cavitate? Because I don't want to cavitate.
Oh, good question. Depends on depth, and your boat is loud, right?
Yeah, my boat is loud.
No, noisy. Sorry, your boat is noisy.
Not loud. It's something.
Something not. It's not quiet. So you are noisy at 90. How this table was read? So you. I never could.
Okay.
Remember.
But deeper. Okay, so deeper. So at deep one, I never cavitate then.
No.
Yeah, there's certain points where you wouldn't, right?
Yeah. So okay. Wait, so what I want to...
You cavitate at shallow, or you stop to cavitate at shallow? I never could remember that. Because you are noisy. At 0.8, you never cavitate.
At 9-15, I cavitate if I'm at shallow. Yeah.
So you can move without cavitation at 15 knots at shallow.
Yeah. The only thing I don't remember is when would it. I know if you go deeper, it modifies that. Does it not?
No. It doesn't modify it. It's just what it is. So, for example, if I'm moving at...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Say that I'm a quiet submarine, right? If I'm moving at 0 to 8 knots, 0 to 15 knots, I don't cavitate. If I'm moving at 16 to 20 knots, I cavitate at shallow, but I don't cavitate intermediate 1 to low or less.
So you know what to find out what speed the ship or sub will start to cavitate, cross-reference the vessel's speed.
So at intermediate 4,
this is where you start cavitate. So 9-15, you will cavitate at shallow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then if I am intermediate 4 or lower, I will never cavitate.
Yes. Correct. But that also intermediate 4 modifies actually it doesn't modify the below layer, sonar above layer. So if you are below layer, you get no modifications really.
Interestingly, VLF is not as. It's interesting that if both me and the sonar are above the layer, the deeper I go. Okay.
No, wait. No, you are below layer. I will need to remember. I remembered how it worked.
Yeah. Sonar above layer.
Because this is because this is the target. Yeah. I believe, because this is contact depth. Contact depth will most likely always be surface.
Right, so it's pretty. It's a pretty significant negative modifier if you're really low and you are below the layer.
Basically, if you are below layer, because if he's at intermediate 4, contact is always at surface PD. So intermediate 4, you get significant modifier.
Right, but you're of course protected from being detected too. So.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. Okay.
No, it's not necessary, because if they have VDS, so vertical depth sensor, they can get it below layer.
It will always be below the layer.
And towed array VDS, they actually can move between if they have those. But I need to check the towed array. Usually is below layer.
Towed arrays are always below the layer.
I don't know if it is below deep layer, but it certainly is it's streamed at intermediate 1, I believe. I need to make the infographics about that.
Yeah. Okay, so right, so what I want to do is as follows. Okay, I want to travel. So I want to start at intermediate 4. Okay.
Okay, so if you can write it down in.
Hang on. Where's the?
Because I in 5 minutes.
Okay, so course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So course. So what did you say the course is?
110.
So.
110. So there was one other.
I mean, view only. I need to request access to. Requested access to be able to edit it.
Really? I thought you will have access just
by. I can look at it, but I can't write in it.
Okay.
You have to hit change. You just hit change. You got to change the permissions on the bottom left. You were right. You were right there.
Oh, I could just that.
Yeah, right there. You see that change?
Okay.
And then you
anyone with the link.
it.
Okay.
You need to make it editor. Hold on. The pull down there. You didn't do it right.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Share it again. Okay,
right.
now hit that change. Right. Now that pull down right there on the right. You gotta change that to editor.
Editor, yeah.
Okay, and that's enough, or do I need to send him a link? Or that's...
Copy the link and then just paste it to him.
Sure, it will be in.
It's okay. I can edit it now. I'm in.
Oh, you can. Fine.
Yeah. So course 110. Okay. Then speed. What's my max speed again? Sorry.
32 knots.
32 knots.
That's the fastest you can go. There was one other thing I wanted to check and I forgot which one. One of the statistics. Okay, you are noisy, very small. Wait, what is it? Okay, it makes sense. Yeah. So you can go 30 knots maximum. Oh, right. The deepest you can go is deep 1. Your maximum depth you can reach.
Yeah. Okay. And at that point, I am not cavitating.
Oh, if you can now, you will have half an hour to think about it, because I told Blue Side, I told Chris I will be at half an hour mark, giving him briefing.
Yeah.
So if you can now think it over.
I'll write it down. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I will, for a moment, kill the stream, so I can switch to Blue Side's Blue Side's. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll meet you over in that
room. Won't be. No, sorry. If I go into chat, the live stream should be. Will be that way, right?
Yeah, it should.
I don't want
it should move.
Okay, then I
just make sure you're not positioned on it. You might want to go ahead and position.
I will see. Okay.
I would unstream it and then restream it.
Okay,
what did you say?
No problem.
What did you say? So we've got a layer depth of a moderate layer, yes?
Yes, between shallow and intermediate 1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, then I go to the blue room and.
Yep, I'll write it up. Don't worry about it.
We'll see in a little bit, Javi.
Hi. Oh, right.
Hello.
Hey, guys. Hello.
How are you doing today?
Hi. Give me 1 minute. I will give you.
I'm Tom's personal video assistant for today, so.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Tom. Hey, Pete.
All right. Hi, Chris. I'm putting in blue text chat link to the folder with stuff for you. And
okay.
I begin my stream. So with all the resources you will need.
All right. So these are the
yes. This is the
sheet I have. Okay.
Okay. So here's the thing. Today we have 3rd of July 1986, and the U.S. Court convoy bringing stuff to Europe, bringing Arsenal of Freedom to Europe to fight communist bastards. And you are on the ASW picket, the northern ASW picket of this convoy, commanding Knox class frigate, the USS Reasoner. Here she is. And you basically need to protect this convoy. And sorry, I need to kill stream for a moment because I forgot to do one thing. Let me because I need to pull correct simplot file for you and not to disclose the red side whereabouts. Okay, let me get back now. Okay, your orders are to seek and destroy enemy submarines. It's simplot file will look right now very simply because you are just one frigate moving on station. The convoy is somewhere 70 nautical miles to the south of you. What you can see here below you is the station marker. The station marker is moving with a speed of a convoy of 15 knots directly to the west. So on 90 degrees. Your orders are to, of course, seek submarines and destroy them. But unless you detect submarine and go to prosecute it, you need to stay 5 nautical miles from the station marker. So this marker below will move 50 knots constantly, and you need to stay within it. There is a yellow circle below this red circle that denotes your ASRock radius, and you can create your pattern however you like of the I don't know speed you want to take, because you might inside this circle you might speed and drift in order to find your target, or you can move with 15 knots on the station if you like. But these are basically your orders. Stay 5 miles within the given station and look for submarines. And if you find submarine, you can go and prosecute it. You can ignore your station orders. You can move and kill it however you like.
Okay.
That's your base orders. You have also on board your frigate, you have one SH-2F Sea Sprite helicopter at the Ready 5 station, so you can launch it in 5 minutes, but you can only launch it if you gain contact previously. So you cannot launch it to search, especially that it's pretty bad search platform. So you only can launch it if you first find submarine with your onboard systems. You are so far into Atlantic that you do not need to be concerned with air attacks or anything else. There is no Soviet surface ships in vicinity. The aircrafts are too far. Your only concern is with subsurface targets. The sea state is 1. It is 0900, so it is morning, very nice clear weather. Sea state is 1, so it is calm water. And there is moderate layer in water. So there is a sonar layer or the sound layer between shallow and intermediate depth for reference.
All right.
So with that information, what I need from you now is to create some pattern of movement. Basically your standing orders order pattern for your ship. You have your sensors that we'll be using today are basically, so well, there are sonars. I don't think they will surface to wave at you unless you force them to with torpedoes. And you have SQS-26 bow sonar, which has active range of 3.8 and active 1.7. These are basic ranges, right? They are modified later by other things. Your most potent equipment is the SQR-18 towed array. It's slow towed array with base range of 4.3. And I need to see it is streamed out, so you don't need to be concerned with streaming it out. It's already streamed and ready to use.
Oh, okay, good.
One other thing you need to decide, your SH2, I created 2 files for SH2F, because there are basically 2 useful loadouts you can have. It has three loadouts, but only 2 of them are useful because it has 2 hard points to which you can either attach Mark 46 torpedo or the fuel drop tank with additional fuel. And you can either attach 2 fuel tanks, which are probably not very useful for you, or you can attach 2 torpedoes or 1 torpedo and 1 drop tank. And because it is in 5 minutes readiness state, you need to decide beforehand if you either wanted to have two torpedoes or 1 torpedo and 1 drop tank.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
So these are two sets, because wait here, this is for if it holds 2 torpedoes, and I don't know why it modified it range. Oh, probably for the load. So the basic range is 170 nautical miles. It's not much, and modified is 128 with both torpedoes. But I believe only if they don't get rid of them. Because I didn't actually create it. Maybe I should. I didn't want to create the air mission sheets. We can do them later, because flying this helicopter should be very easy. Just subtracting the range while it moves. It shouldn't be much concern. But still, you might need to decide. We'll get to sono buoys when we actually launch this thing, and we'll drop them. Because right now it's not much of a concern before you launch them and find target with your probably towed array. This will be probably the sensor that will locate any submarine first. And then we'll go to sono buoys. Okay, do you have any questions so far?
No, not really. I think I'm, as far as
okay, so I created the form we probably won't use this part of table. Maybe I thought this may be for other games, but here it probably won't be necessary. You need to write standing orders here. Basically what we need is your course, speed, how long you keep your course and speed, and how you differ with them depending on your tactic. Of course, you can always say that you just move 15 knots 15 knots straight without changing course and speed, but let me see. For passive sonar, this would be searcher speed 15, and your is slow towed array, so this modifier does not apply. So at 15, actually, towed array at 15 is not modified at all. Searcher speed is here, so it also depends on the speed of the sub, but there are no many adverse modifiers actually at this speed from what I see. Yeah, actually moving at 8 knots does not give you that many benefits, although maybe it's maybe enough. So having this, and you again, that's important. Another important thing actually is What's your ship's noise level? Your ship is quiet.
Yes.
So you cavitate. We use shallow, so quiet. So actually, if you move at 15 knots, you do not cavitate.
That's
at
correct.
15 knots. If you start to move at 16 or more, you will start to cavitate.
Right.
Okay, so if
All
that's
right.
enough info for you, it went quicker than I thought.
Okay.
Okay. So if you can use the rest of this time to create your tactic, I need to consult technical things, probably with Peter and Simplat.
Okay.
Because I didn't use it yet so much. Unless you have any questions. Do you have any questions, or do you need any information from me at this point?
No, I think I'm good with the
Do you want?
Okay.
So thanks.
Do you want to make a quick ref room?
If you yeah, I will go to ref room. So in 20 minutes will be enough for you to create standing orders, Chris?
Yeah, I think so. I think
okay.
I'll be fine.
So we convene at full hour. I will be waiting in the ref room, or I will be waiting in the game voice channel, and then we will reveal your orders and go turn by turn with our game, if that's fine with you.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, let's go through all right. So I'm going to add some things in here.
Tom, I created an umpire's room that we can go to here in a minute, but I'll wait until he's done.
Okay. Okay, then I go to umpire room, but if you want anything, just write me private message or.
Well, I'm just putting a couple things here at the 0900 remarks here. So SH2.
Okay, and we will see how it goes. It might be fun. I think we'll learn some things today, and I know that I need to create a few more flowcharts.
Yeah, Chris, if you at any point need us to kind of jump back in and just kind of help you with a couple questions, just maybe direct ping Tom.
Yeah, exactly. Direct ping me if you need anything. I will be available.
Okay. Well, I'm putting items into the into your spreadsheet. So, can you see those?
Yeah.
Right
yes,
now,
I can see those.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, it's all live.
Okay.
It's live and okay. Yes. Okay, so see you in 20 minutes then, or if you need something, ping us.
20 minutes game time, right? Not real time.
It's probably at least 10 minutes real time. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. That's.
Yeah. If you need anything, maybe you can use the blue text room to like get our attention if you want. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back in a moment. We'll be back in a little bit. All right. All right, so hold on. Let me go look at what he's asked in here. Okay, that's you. Let me just make sure there's nothing else.
I need to write something quickly to Javier.
Go ahead. So far, you're doing very well. My recommendation is always to take a breath and hydrate as well.
Yeah.
Make sure you hydrate too.
I forgot to make disclaimer that I can talk without thinking that other might.
No, you're doing very good. No, you're doing very good.
If I go too fast, stop me immediately because I'm not aware that I'm doing that.
Yeah, the thing for me, one thing I told myself is like if you literally can count to, if you're counting past 10 and you're still talking, other people might be trying to talk.
No, you need to. You know what? Stop me if I do, because I need to get rid of this. I don't make many speeches recently. Or
yeah, one thing that helped me
like that. So
I literally I had the exact same problem, and I even had the same problem at work. I so I would
bad.
what I would do is I would it wasn't that bad, but
no, I mean
I would set myself a timer, like literally, like if you set yourself like a little. If you even set yourself a timer, you just kind of, because it's just no matter how duplex the audio is, you just can't hear what people are saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that.
All right. So you're gonna bring up Simplot.
I'm gonna bring up Simplot. Oh wait, I didn't. Yeah, I brought it now, but let me share my screen. Maybe you can guide me, because this will be pretty much first time I use it.
Yeah. What are you trying to do? You're trying to use waypoints and etc.
No, waypoints probably won't be needed here. Unfortunately, most of the things won't be needed, but I need to add.
Okay.
I forgot to add sonar, mainly because, and this will be a problem, maybe not a problem, but a hassle, because the sonar ranges will probably change from turn to turn, right? Depending on their speed and all the modifiers.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I usually just I would probably just mark the 50%. Yeah, the
yeah, but this 50% will change also.
Of course.
Because let's say passive.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, if you do too much of that, then you might as well just use your cheat sheet. Everybody should be basically working off your cheat sheet to.
It would be. I will be going with cheat sheets.
Yeah.
But what would really help?
Yeah, well, it would be kind of nice to do kind of like as a training tool to kind of show. It would be kind of interesting to preset this up to like. Most of the common permutations would be kind of interesting. It might be helpful from a training perspective.
No, you know what would be helpful. I had the idea and it went from my head. I also probably need another coffee or something.
If you need to take a short break, take.
No problem. Measuring range between. Is there a way to measure range between two units quickly?
You hold shift.
I hold shift. Oh, great! Because
there's also the bearing range button, which is right next to the waypoints button.
Oh yeah.
So you click that, and then that gives you the relative. It switches it relatively.
Oh, between the last clicked.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
it's always relative to the.
That's to the last unit. Okay. That is enough.
Yeah. So in past versions of Simplot, there was an issue where you would actually, like, if you were only looking at one side and you did that, you could actually see bearing stalled enemy. So you just go, but it's fixed. It's
okay.
it's fixed.
Good.
In the most recent one. You might want to double check that before we go.
No, yeah, I will.
Well, we're gonna play this openly at this point.
No, right? We will play it without any fog of war at this point.
Yeah,
we'll just pull the curtain up and we'll
pull the
go
iron curtain
with
up.
There. I should have. I don't know. We will role play it. Okay.
Yeah. That's
okay.
What we've been
the response to the contacts we role play it probably. I need to create, because I started to do some, but I unfortunately didn't finish. I started to do some.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty.
Cheat sheets for
you just have me. I just pulled a hobby.
Yeah, but I need to go.
That's my Easter egg for him. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Our own inside joke.
Yes.
Yeah, but I need to create some helpers like that, because right now I must admit I forgot how now towed arrays, because passive towed, how deep they move. But yeah, I need to create some for the sonobuoys search patterns and for MAD.
Oh, that is so beautiful what you did there. Can you zoom in just a little bit?
Especially that I started to do localization patterns and immediately I found at least three questions to Larry, clarifying some things.
Yeah, that's there's gonna be that. Yeah. Can you zoom in on that just a tiny bit at all?
Yes,
Mouse wheel?
I actually go through his whole rule book and made
Perfect, right there. That's fine.
like 40 annotations. But now I found a few more that I didn't thought before I tried to play it, because for localization patterns there are some things not clear to me, unfortunately. But we'll go through them.
Yep, cool. Was there anything
when we
specific
play.
in Simplot that you were having problems with otherwise?
Not yet.
Okay.
So
you understand all the
the main
arcs.
thing, no, the main thing was this, the
perfect.
quick distance
I'm
to
trying
the
to think
target.
of anything else. Of course, you've played with the leaders and tracks. You might want to play with the leaders and tracks later, but you don't really need that right now. That's more for analysis. The only thing I didn't understand, the only thing I don't know is the use of the sonar button, because as far as I can tell, you can't differentiate ES and sonar. And this is a question for Kevin, and he can answer this later, maybe if he's watching this.
Because there is only sensor, and
there's
you
no
have
indication.
nothing.
Right,
Maybe
so I think
he will add that.
I think the original, yeah, exactly. I think the original intention potentially, yeah, I think the button doesn't. Do anything.
Although, because these are sonar bearings, so maybe it's added as ES.
Right, I thought it was a separation of ES-M for other radars.
How do you do ES bearings?
Well, it's under.
It's
hold on, you do it
unit?
under sensors. Hold on a second, I can't remember. Passive. It's the passive bearings one.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Add bearing, and then hold on. Pick the type. Hold on. Pick the type. You gotta pick the. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. Maybe that's it. And then you might have to.
Yeah, because the only thing that will.
Let's put one on there. Let's put one on there. Maybe. Okay, there it is. That's the bit. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a tooltip there. Learning things every day.
Yeah, there is.
I didn't realize he had that. Very nice. Ooh.
Oh.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know either. Okay,
okay, maybe that was just buried a little bit when I just used it recently. Oh, okay.
One. So as that's nice.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh, that's cool. And bearing width. Oh, the one. My one question is if the bearing width is added. It is randomized.
I think it is randomized.
Oh, cool.
Now here's the thing.
No, it is, because look, it's not in the center.
Yeah, it's randomized. I'll be honest here.
Oh, that's
it is
cool.
nice.
That's so nice.
It's nice, but there's one thing. Yeah. I really like it. First
nice.
of all, Kevin.
No, it's nice if you have fog of war.
But the previous version, it was more of a line, so it was more of a.
Yeah, but here, look, you can give it a width.
Yeah.
You want
okay,
to,
okay.
So
if I wanted to,
it's okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can. Oh wait,
you know what? You know what I mean? It's kind of like almost too much of a clue as to the variation. It's almost too much of a clue as to the variation. But I need to play with that. I do think it does variabilize it, randomize it. Yes. But I need to play around that a little bit more just to make sure that it's not giving.
I need to create. I thought I will be able to create more infographics for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. By the way.
But I didn't manage because I need to create infographics for all the information on towed arrays. Because wait, what was the depth? It was intermediate one was for passive towed arrays in H4, but right now I'm not sure if
you might need to go back and look at your cheat sheet.
There is no. There is nothing on cheat sheet about that. Unfortunately, that's why I will create some other cheats.
See, I thought. Okay.
Also, I thought
that was baked into that chart. I thought it had like a little.
The depth, no, because towed array is.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Pulled at certain because there are VDS, there are vertical variable depth sensors, which are basically like small towed, not ships, but the sensors with dive controls that you can actually move between layers. But towed arrays are just pulled at certain depth, and I try to find it. For submarines, it is one depth band below the depth at which submarine is traveling.
You're trying to figure it out for surface?
Yeah, I'm
I would think it's
reading
probably.
it.
I mean, I would think it would be
It's
within 20
542.
meters.
No, I believe it was intermediate one, but I want to be certain that that's the first thing.
Really, that's
Because
how low.
basically
That's how far. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
they,
Yeah.
you know how long they are? They
I
are
mean, I know
the
they're
length of
long,
them is
but how do
in
they?
nautical miles.
Is that just how it
Yeah.
is? Is it just weighted, or how do they even get it?
Yes. No, it waits. It's not buoyant, at least not
Right.
fully.
Right.
Actually, this one, actually, you want to see how this one looks because I
Sure.
pulled some pictures and I actually, because this is classified the sonar of the, I don't know if I have this picture or not. Yeah, because oh yes, because this one is classified as towed array, but
Mhm.
actually it has this
Mhm.
like fish or whatever.
Right, but
This
that's
is
probably
like a
what does it.
buoy
Right.
that
Right.
that
Right.
travels at the depth, and this one is attached to the ship, and
Right.
to this is attached the
Okay,
towed
that
array.
makes more sense to me. Thank you for showing me that.
Yes, so it keeps at the depth. Why it's not able to change the depth, I don't know, because
Mhm.
most of the towed arrays can't. It sounds like logical idea, right? To make a sonar
Maybe,
sensor that
yeah.
you can change the depth, but not
Maybe it
many.
gives. Maybe it causes too much. Maybe it causes
Maybe
too
I
much
don't know.
noise.
There is it causes some problems because there is few of these sensors. There is really less of them than you would think they should be, probably. But yeah, let's see. Unfortunately, arrangement. Yeah, so I'm looking at, and there is. Oh my God, where are they towed? At what? Oh, a surface ship towed sonar. Why is it here? Okay, so a surface ship's towed sonar is deployed one depth band below the layer, either intermediate one for shallow and moderate. Oh, so it is just one depth band below layer,
Mhm.
always,
Mhm.
according to rules. So they probably can
Maybe it
change
might be a
depth of
preset.
it.
It might be a preset though, right? Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
another
it's probably.
reason might be that changing depth probably with this thing takes some time, right? And it can be tangled or something because we are talking about the line that is literally miles long.
Right. My assumption is that it has a certain weight, and then there's a certain
Well,
length that's used to get it below the layer, and that's
it
it.
also
That's
depends
right.
probably on the system because there are different systems with different lengths, so there probably are many different different designs. Okay, another thing I need to find is convergence
It's
zones
about
because
2,000 meters.
we are at very long distance where actually we need to find each other at
What's the depth here?
convergence zones or convergence zones.
Convergence.
Convergence. Okay, we'll
But
see how it goes.
what is the depth here? Because I think that's
Middle of the Atlantic, as
okay.
deep
That's
as
all
it's
right. So it's
extremely
definitely there.
deep.
So it's usually 30 nautical miles for. I can't remember.
Yes,
I can't
but
remember
in
the
the
default width.
Atlantic Pacific, yes, form about 30 exactly. But the question is because now it's modified by how far you can find your target is modified by a lot of variables.
Mhm.
Well, a lot, a few. Mm,
You can
oh
bring up.
God
I mean,
damn
you can
it! And
bring up your.
there are passive convergence. So yeah, I need to create cheat sheet for that definitely because
I mean, if you want to look up the rule, go ahead and look it up.
there is different table for passive convergence zone speed modifiers. God damn it! And I don't have it in my sheet.
I mean, you can stop sharing and just go look it up in the rules if you want, for just real quick.
No, I'm looking.
Alright.
I'm looking right now at it. So, but I will go to. We'll need to go to the guys in 5 minutes either
Okay.
way. But I found these rules and lot of background information. So yeah, so it's 30 nautical miles increments for mid and 25. Damn it! I pulled this scenario from the Harpoon Field Edition, unfortunately, where some things were simplified, some information, especially about Soviet equipment, were exaggerated because it was 80s. Right? And now I don't know if because I played actually I played this scenario in Harpoon 4.1 where sonar and especially fire control rules were much simplified compared to this, and Victor had no chance pretty much. And I wanted to see with these advanced sonar rules if with the setup from this scenario if this
With the
will
more
work.
the
because,
granularity, the main difference is granularity, pretty much a gradient.
the main difference is the layer rules.
Okay.
Because layer rules in 4.1 were very simplified. And here they are more interesting and can have larger impact, but we'll see. Loud, what do you want from me? Windows 7, no. Okay, so loud, noisy. Yeah, he won't be able to actually. Yeah, and here is a problem, and I will talk this with the guys, and maybe I will move the Victor a little closer because we'll have discussion about that. Okay, what Javier is writing something.
Here's another question for you. Do you have the auto save function turned on?
No, this is 2.11. Does
Okay,
it have?
doesn't. No, it doesn't have it. Never mind. It doesn't have it. That's okay.
But I will save
Yeah,
scenario
you might
and frequently.
There you go.
It's there won't be much work from
Yeah,
me here.
but
as you
yeah,
can
just
see
trust
with
me because you
you.
can always.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can. If
I
there's some,
remember.
if we can break it, we break it. It's not the system, Kevin. It's the
Yeah.
we always find the tangential use case. All right, cool.
Okay.
You want to jump
one
over
thing,
to game?
yeah, I will jump over to game. I no, I will first jump to Chris and
Okay.
although guys should know, right? Okay, so I jump to game.
Hey, you can come to the game room now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Javi, you can come to the game room now. You there?
Yeah. Hang on. I'm just finished typing up the standing orders. Like I'm
Yeah,
typing a
just-
very nice long list of standing orders for
Yeah.
like every eventuality that I can think of.
That's fine. That's preferred, and it'll be more fun, I think, as a result. All right, I'm gonna go quiet.
All right. I'm here.
Okay, so let me see.
Sorry.
I have all of your I have all of your standing order. Let me open them. Okay, so here's the thing. This might be. I just realized this might be very one-sided scenario. So. Oh, okay.
One-sided how?
Okay, I will show you in a minute. So let me see. Okay, passive unit lookout steady course. Fantastic.
Yeah, consider this the beta one. You know, I mean, we can always redo
Yeah,
a
I
scenario
know.
and do it. Yeah.
So
Sure.
here's the thing, because let me see your orders. Let's first show you the whole situation. For now, disregard the range of these circles because these are just the ranges given for basically the arc of the sonar. It's not the range of the sonar. I inputted there anything just to see it. So here is our scenario. Chris is commanding Nox class frigate that is moving here.
Okay.
And Javier is commanding Victor 3, that is Victor 2, sorry. That is here. Your distance, and I pulled this scenario from the third edition of Harpoon, from the 80s. And the problem is, I now seen it had very simplified. First of all, it had very simplified sonar rules, and second, the Soviet equipment was probably much exaggerated due to the fact it was 80s and we knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
And they were exaggerated to high heavens. Now, starting distance is from this scenario, and starting distance between you is 60 nautical miles, which is way farther than any direct contact can be made. And first contact is to be made in convergence zones. Now, what's
yeah,
problem?
because there'll be convergence zones, won't there?
Yes, and the problem is the target is what's. I need actually to make some notes because on the simplat, the Victor is noisy, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
the Victor one is noisy. Let me this additional text, and now I need Peter. This additional text will show. Okay, great. And
I think it always shows. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's if I can ask your help, Javier, what's your sonar's band?
Medium frequency for passive and low medium frequency for active, or medium frequency for active as well.
Actually, it is from low medium frequency to active for passive. It's and medium, right? So your passive sonar is
so it's low medium frequency to medium frequency.
yes for passive. And
For
active.
passive, and the active is only low medium frequency.
Exactly. Okay, and now for the Nox. Nox was quiet, from what I remember. And if you can help me, Chris, Nox is quiet. If you have open.
Yeah, Nox is small and quiet. Yeah.
Oh, you have access to Nox? No.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Okay. And
The PDF open.
Let me pull this one. And this Nox has SQR18 as its towed array. It's VLF to LF. Okay.
What seconds, right? SQR.
SQR18. Actually, I needed to look a little around because Nox it's 1986, and in 1986 no, this was the towed array that was they were mostly retrofitted with.
Yeah.
Was
short. Yeah. So passive
VLF
detection range
LF.
of VLF to LF, and
that's what I need for now. Because here's the thing, we are in the North Atlantic with large body of water below us, with depth so large we can pretty much ignore it. And we are 60 nautical miles, so convergence zones in Atlantic in this depth are between basically every 30 miles. Right, 30 nautical miles. So at 60 nautical miles, we have second actually convergence zone. Convergence. Yeah, my pronunciation will vary with every word. And sorry, I'm jumping like here. And here's a problem. You have rules, right? I don't know if I can show rules. I can show rules, right? Some excerpts from rules on the stream.
Yeah.
Larry didn't mind. So.
Yeah.
So, noisy target, which is Victor 3, can be detected by Nox at now 2 zones, but quiet target
I can.
you cannot. These are new rules because I believe in third edition it wasn't as detailed, right?
It's okay. I'll take the challenge. Start hunting me.
Okay. So,
I can deal with this. I'm a big boy.
That's what's interesting for me. I like sometimes take these old scenarios and see how the rules changed, right? Or how it changed everything. Okay, so let's see. You said course 125 and 32 knots at deep 1, passive sonar only. Yeah, but here's the thing that might be more interesting because the detection is harder for you, but with the new fire control rules, prosecuting you actually might be very hard for the Nox before they go close to you. Because when I go through the sonobuoy rules and fire control rules, it might not be actually so easy to kill you, even if they find you first.
Hopefully. That's what I'm counting on.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
I mean, we could hear Soviet submarines pretty much leaving their ports from halfway across the Atlantic. So it was, they're noisy as heck.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to give depth in meters. What was the depth of
Hang on, hang on.
deep one?
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Deep one, 600 meters.
Yeah, let's say 600 meters. Okay. And Nox. Nox's speed was 12 knots, right? I've seen that correctly.
Well, if
Yeah,
you're
cruise
underneath
for
the layer, the convergence zones are kind of difficult to because the layers actually bounce the noise.
Oh, right, but wait, how this it does with convergence
Oh,
zones?
hang on.
I had the I thought that with convergence zones the layer had not really had impact because the waves of the convergence zones sound waves were going through the layer at very pretty much perpendicular because these are the waves that go pretty much straight down. And where is this graphic? I need to be wait. Let me. Oh, here because the layer only bounces waves that move at a shallow angle to the
Right,
layer,
right.
and convergence zones sound goes pretty much perpendicular both ways, so it doesn't really affect this type of propagation. And I lost it. Okay. So you move. Yeah, let's say because this is your for your first turn. It was speed 12 and 45 degrees um, course, right?
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay, so let's move the inter. Okay, no, let's save. Let's do this precaution. So let's go for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Do okay, that's it.
Okay, then you gotta hit next.
And
Hold on, you gotta hit the next.
yeah, I can go for next turn, I believe, because now we will do detection phase, and from within we only need to make check detection for the here Nox, right? The distance right now is to be sure. The distance now is 58.5 nautical miles, so it is still inside the first convergence zone because the convergence zone. Its width is let's paint them. Wait. From here. So the first convergence zone, second convergence zone is 60 nautical miles away, and it is 6 nautical miles
Sounds right.
in width. Let's do it. That's sensor. Actually,
Can my active sonar actually do convergence zones?
I'm afraid not.
No, I didn't think so. That's fine. Yeah.
There are a few of them, but not that old. There are, I
This one,
believe,
no.
2 or 3 type of sonars that can. There are
Yeah.
active convergence zone sonars, but they are later in the.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Now, I was thinking if I I didn't think I could, but if I did, I would need to quickly change the orders.
Oh
Otherwise,
no, yeah, sure. I would.
no, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
would give you this info, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
it's
it's
60.
fine. Yeah.
So it's from 57 to 63, right? Oh, so this is the first convergence zone. Let's give it some color that will be. No, I don't like this color. Sorry, I will be picky. And fill. Why doesn't it fill? What did I wrong? Should it?
You did it right. It's just the color combination. You might want to change that color. You might want to change the color. You might want to make it like
Yeah, but
why
it didn't
just
fill?
go ahead and make it lime green.
Please.
That's why. It's the combination of the colors that's doing that. Make it like yellow or something.
Oh, nice.
It makes
Thanks.
it a little. It's still
A
it's
little.
that blue you're using that's just not combining very well with some of the others.
You're right. That blue kills it.
It's just it's so
Next time, lesson for next time. Yeah, but green was also okay. This is
So one thing that
okay.
might help
So
there is
elusive.
if
Okay.
there might need to be an opaque setting or opacity setting or something like that.
I need to see this SQR is also, yeah, opacity setting would be great. What's the problem with this? But why this SQR is not showing? Okay, you know what? Sorry, I need to check this. And
You
get rid of this.
did you do it as
Something
an
wrong.
ES?
It
Did you
killed
do it
all.
as
Why?
Did you do it
The,
as an ES or a sonar? Look at
no,
how you.
I did it just as a sensor, and
Well, they
minimum range not to.
all on the left side have to be visible. You see those check marks on the left?
Yes, but I only want. No, my problem is that I created minimum range of 57, and it apparently the minimum
It could
range
be
doesn't
so.
show.
It looks like it's so close. It might even. Can you zoom in a little bit?
You might be right. No, but it shouldn't.
Yeah,
No.
it might be a bug.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Okay. I will do weapons because weapons I
change it.
believe worked fine
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah,
No,
you might be
because
right.
it's 57 to 63 and start angle and
Yeah,
then
that means a
release.
whole circle. You're right with that. There you
No,
go.
you need to give it an angle. Okay, that's fine now.
That's kind of okay. That's
Okay, so you need to give it an angle, otherwise it doesn't do this.
okay.
Okay,
That might
but
even. Okay, I might.
yeah, okay. So this is the first convergence zone, as we see keys in it. Okay, we learn every day something new. Okay, and now we have detection phase. We can skip all the phases to the detection phase and perform quick save. So let's use handy passive detection cheat sheets. So because the convergence zone detection, and question to you guys, how well you are acquainted with rules? Do you want me to go through the whole procedure, or just list the modifiers and roll and see what happens? Or how deep should I go into explaining?
I'm good. I've played around with this before. Up to you, Chris.
Yeah, I think that's be a good time to figure this all out.
Yeah.
Okay, because one thing I need to check right now is what modifiers go into the convergence zone detection. All of them?
I think pretty much all of the modifiers.
Because there are a few specific modifiers for convergence zone, but there wasn't any. There is not enough space for them, so I will create a separate cheat sheet for that probably. But the environment modifiers probably
I would think that those
are
would still
in effect.
take effect. Yeah.
And I have one technical. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, so basically environment will be the same for everyone, and this is not, and this we ignore. C state is 1, so it is +1. And there is no rain, so 0. And there is no, actually.
Yeah. Convergence zones ignores the effect of the layer.
Yeah, that much I figured it probably will be true. Okay. So yeah, I thought this, but thanks for this note. So actually, probably maybe shipping traffic should be moderate because 70 nautical miles to our south there is a large convoy going. Or is it? No, 70 nautical miles probably is far enough to ignore it or not. What's your opinion on that, guys? It's probably.
I don't think.
Maybe I mean you could make it light instead of heavy.
There is only moderate or heavy. Light is
Oh,
basically nothing.
yeah. So I thought you said heavy, not moderate. Yeah.
How many ships are there? That's a good question.
If is convoy moving 70 nautical miles away create enough noise to give this modifier? Because I don't know what's moderate traffic for them.
I mean,
in high
I would
seas.
I would
Look
say
it
no,
up.
because even if you were trying to detect some kind of like insanely loud thing, blasting active sonar, cavitating, and kind of snorkeling all at the same time, you're only going up to like 40 or 50 nautical miles. So I don't think so.
Okay, so maybe all right, and this is so okay. So we agree that this is for now 0, and here is +1 because here we are not in the marginal zone. We are now in pack ice. We are in open ocean. So and higher of the two. By higher they mean I should change phrasing of that because higher is the lowest, right? I should change it to lowest of the two because it is higher noise, but I just realized you can have +1.
Yeah.
Okay, because it should be higher noise. Okay, note for me later. So this is +1. This will be, we are not in shallow waters, so this is 0. And I probably note it here too. Although this one is pretty easy to figure out, like that if there is no shallow water, it should be 0. Target noise signature. This will be different. Let me do separate one for both of you here. I know how to use graphic programs. I will I will use this knowledge the best of my ability. Okay, so first we only look for
I mean,
the
you
Victor,
don't.
right? So it's
Yeah,
noisy,
you don't need to do me because the chance that I'll
right?
actually passively detect the knocks are no, it's not
Yeah,
happening.
not really.
No.
Okay, so other signature modifiers. There is. Oh, you don't cavitate, right? Because we checked that
No,
at deep
yeah.
one, no one cavitates. So there is no signature modifiers. You are noisy, right? So +3.
Yeah.
Okay. Relative speed. Nox is moving at 12. You are moving at 32. So it's +4.
Whoa.
We.
Oh
uh,
my gosh. Wow.
and
You see me rolling.
yes, so and for this it's 0, and I really need to create another cheat sheet for CZ. And now because because passive convergence zones speed modifiers are different. And as I said, I need to I don't know where I can push them here, but maybe I will find maybe I will replace this one with, because there are different relative passive convergence zone speed modifiers are different. And for 15, if target noise rating, wait, or is it additional passive? Okay, these are additional. Okay, these are additional convergence zones that can be added depending on the ship. So if quiet. Oh, so actually, looking at this quiet target at
So I
speed
can.
9 to 15, you actually, when he moves between 9 and 15, you can detect him at first convergence zone.
Okay.
Apparently, searching platform speed. Oh, okay, but here is a searching platform speed. So if you move faster, but you need to move between 0 and 8
Yeah.
knots to have this at least one, be able to find him at one convergence zone. That's important info. Okay, so this is +4 still. But there is modifier, and I need to. And is it to the number of again, is it modifier to the roll, or actually the sum indicated number of CZ the sonar
No,
cannot
no,
be
so
used?
that's
This
the
is also
additional.
the to number. This is also the modifier to the number of.
Yeah, that's
No,
additional.
no,
That's
yeah,
potentially additional.
that's how many that's how many
Zones.
zones you can detect.
Okay, so what's I believe the SQR was a fifth
Yeah.
gen
UAV.
sonar, so it's a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5th gen. But for what's the generation of the come on. Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry
my
guys.
stuff.
I'm one coffee
Yeah.
too
No worries.
today.
Three
Uh,
generation. Not three. Sorry. Yeah, three generation three.
Generation
Yeah.
3. Generation 3. Okay, forget.
Yeah. So I'm never gonna do that. That's fine.
Yeah, you are not able. I really need to make new cheat sheets for that because yeah. Okay. So let's look at it. By the way, how much time do you have, guys? I'm not really constrained today, but
I have like 2.5 more hours. Give or take.
okay,
Yeah.
Chris, what's
I got a couple hours in there.
okay? Then we will go as long as I don't drop from exhaustion or something.
I'm gonna step away
Okay.
throughout, but that's it. But the stream should stay up. So
Cool.
Okay. Now's the thing. It's +8. Yeah, but let me see. Oh, because you for the CZ you roll normally by the
Yeah.
just by the distance. How was it? It's different because you don't. I think you don't check the distance actually, or do you just check the distance?
No, I think
I really
you
should.
find the you find the 50% chance and then roll with that.
yeah, I think you're right. But
Here,
let's,
All right.
let's
let's look
let's
for
see
the
this
rule.
example. Okay, because yeah, I really should have read the CZ.
I really use
rule.
this actually.
See right there. Instead of using the total, blah blah blah. Keep going. The total.
Yeah, the total add to the base detection probability. Yeah, again, because this is different. Example: the CZ base value for the noisy is 1. Okay, that's not it.
You were
To find detection chance,
Oh,
add up all
there you go.
applicable active or passive modifiers, and instead of using the total to modify detection range, yeah, I will need to create the whole other sheet for that. Too bad I didn't notice earlier, or I will be prepared. Okay, add it to the base detection value of 60. Okay, so it's modifiers times 5, so it's 40, right?
Yeah.
like
Yes.
100%. So 100% basically.
But wait, this is 100%, but subsequent CZ suffer a cumulative -10. For the second CZ, so it's -10 for the second CZ, but I believe you cannot go further than 75%.
No,
The
it's 95. You cannot go higher than 95.
Oh, what is it? Because I thought you cannot go higher than 75, I believe.
It's you can 90%. It's in the sonar range probability. You can never go higher than 10%. 90%.
Oh, okay. I thought you cannot go higher than 85 or 75 or something like that. Yeah,
I'm
okay, so
really,
it's 9.
pretty sure it's 90, but I could be wrong. Yes, it's 90% basically.
It's I have you know what? Let's see if there is. I hate finding things, and as much as I love Larry and Chris, finding anything in in his rule book that is useful.
This is all Chris Carlson's.
It's such.
He's the
I
guy.
know. Mhm.
Chris
Sorry,
does
go
all
ahead.
the submarine stuff
No, I
or
mean
sonar stuff. Yeah.
it's not the sonar stuff. I know it's the way that the things are. I understand where it goes from, because it's hard probably to create like the correct flow of information in this rule book for all the things. But yeah, but now I need to find this one small thing. What's the highest probability of detection for a sonar, because that can change. You know what? Let's see for now. Do we have? Oh, we. Okay. Let's use game one to roll. Do we have dice roller in game one room, Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's roll. Do you want to roll, Chris, since it's your
Yeah, let me get back into the.
Roll D100.
Detect me, I dare you.
That's right. Go ahead, do this in the game room, right? So.
Yeah, I believe let's do this there.
Okay, where's?
I can remember the dice rollers.
Well, I'll roll in the blue team room, right? So okay.
Okay, let's roll in the blue team, but only I can see that. But I will be impartial.
It's a 1D100. D100,
yes,
right?
it's 1D100, yeah. And it doesn't work.
Wait. Oops. I'm
Where did you put it?
In blue room. But can't you roll in game one Saturday morning Harpoons so we all see it? Because I don't. Where's Peter? Peter left for a moment.
Wait a minute.
When we need him.
What am I doing wrong here? Exclamation point. D100, shouldn't it be? Wait a minute.
You need to give number of dice. I believe you only did exclamation point. Yeah, you did oh no, the second one you did correctly. So no, go to the game one Satmore Harpoon.
Yeah, yeah. What happens is there's a bot that needs to roll it, right? So the bot is not in every room, and only Peter can add him to when new rooms are created, you have to manually add him. I think Peter just hasn't added him to that one yet.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
because I created this room. Okay, so I don't even need to look for I will check the chance later and add it to some cheat sheets.
That's okay.
Okay.
Got spotted.
I got 17, so that's a pretty good roll finally after last week or last time session.
Now here's a part of the role play that I would the thing, if you want to talk about some role play or things, because here's my thing. When you get a contact, you can disregard these station rules, because what Javier don't know, this yellow ASW station, it's the ASW station that this ship is occupying, and his orders are to stay within this station, 5 nautical miles within this station at all time, until he detects enemy where can he ignore it and just do what he needs to do to get you down. But right now you only have contact. And my question is, because this is a contact that will soon be fleeing, and it is because I don't know if in third edition there was a classification of contact, but the question is, do you need to classify it as a submarine in order to?
You do. I mean, so you mean like role playing? Like, do you need to classify it before starting to engage me, or do you need to classify it like rules wise?
No, basically, I'm talking roleplay because
Oh,
this is something that is not explicitly said in the rules or in the scenario description.
Yeah, whether you
But
can
how this would be right now interpreted, because this is something, guys. Here's something on hydrophones,
could be a
which
whale.
will
It could be a
it may
whale.
be a whale.
The-
Exactly. Scenario does not give you what contact is defined as. So the question is, should you need to classify it? Because here's the thing: with this speed, next turn he will leave this convergence zone, and you will lost him for another 30 miles.
The question is, how often do you get random whales and shrimp and like other things just crossing over?
Yeah, if you read books, apparently a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, biologics are kind of, well, they don't have as much. You have to have a really loud whale in order to have a good convergence zone, I guess.
That's true. Yeah, but you
That
don't
is
know
also
if
true.
it is in, but you don't know if it is in convergence zone, right? Because on
Oh,
passive
that's the
sonar
other
you
thing.
can't
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah, but as far as biologics, they are. If you have a good sonar tech, they probably don't listen to biologics that much when they're
Maybe,
surfing through the
but here's the thing,
action.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's the
thought
thing.
that
You don't know if it's convergence zone. So for all you know, this is a dolphin that is literally like 100 yards off of your ship.
no, but because this is thing. I thought actually that biological contacts are very easy to distinguish because, well, whale is singing, and looking at the movies, and so you would think that, but someone who actually was operating sonar, I can't remember if it was in the book or was it Captain Jive Turkey in sub brief, but apparently it's not that easy as it sounds. It's much harder to distinguish these things, and false contacts are more usual than we would think. I don't have expertise for that, but now I try to find the classification. Yeah, but basically you don't even roll for classification right now, because you roll for classification right now, guys heard something. You roll only for classification if you maintained contact for at least one turn, right? From what I remember. So my question is, do we, and this is also kind of um, to kind of create what you would know, because right now if you don't have this map, all you would get from me is some contact. All you basically you would get would be, and this is very passive bearings.
Well, you get a bearing.
Yeah, you
Bearing
get
coming,
all you get is, this actually has quite probably good bearing rate, maybe 5, doesn't know. You would get unknown, something in the water. That would be all you get from me, right? This would be
That's right.
this would be all information you have. So let's say this is all information you have from me. You get some contact here. So what would you do based on that? That's the thing, because I know it's probably hard to imagine now, but let's imagine you don't know its convergence zone. You just get your towed array found something on this
That's
bearing.
right. Correct, on that bearing. So actually, as far as that's concerned, with you still want to remain on a course that you're still be able to pick up. So it generally, you wouldn't turn. You would still retain at least
Because for
your
Victor
manner.
we have no problem. He will perform the same order because he has no new input. He will move still 32
Your
knots.
datum point is only what you have on that bearing. So it's not really
Exactly.
it's not good to turn onto that bearing at this point because you'd lose your contact anyway. You want to keep your sonar. You want to keep the passive array.
But here's thing. Sorry,
open.
Okay, guys, one thing before, because I forgot to make a disclaimer. I have very bad habit of talking fast, talking loud, and and jumping into other people's words. Please stop me. Immediately when I do that, you can yell at me or say, "Stop, Tom."
Okay.
Um,
We're
so
installing
sorry.
buzzers as we speak.
Because Chris, that's one thing, Chris, but the important info for me, because yes, you will stay at this course. The question is, do you launch your helicopter at this contact?
If you haven't identified it.
You also don't know how far away it is.
Yeah, and your helicopter is
Specifically,
not
so
known for large endurance.
it's probably something that you want to still triangulate. But I am going to lose the contact in about
Yes,
what,
but you
3.
don't know it. But
Yeah,
here's the
yeah,
thing,
that's
you
the
don't
thing.
know
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
you
won't
don't,
know
you don't know
until
if you're gonna lose.
actually lose the contact, and then of course,
Yes, but here's the thing, you don't know it, you lose it, and if you lose it, it might be because of the roll, right? You might
right.
think the
But
guy is next to you, and you will just unlucky. So
what you're
okay,
hoping for is that you don't have to launch yet, but you
yes,
need to at least continue on the same path in order to maintain contact with it. If you lose contact, obviously you have more of an idea of what you might be dealing with. You might be dealing with it at 30
okay,
miles, right? And then 60 miles.
all right.
Yeah,
So,
depending on.
so right now we can assume you don't change orders and you don't launch helicopter. You
No, you
move
don't.
at
You
the
don't.
same.
You stay on the same course and bearing, and let your sonar techs get you a little bit more data.
Okay, so you don't change speed also. Speed stays the same.
Right. Right.
Right. Okay, so we can perform another turn from the get-go. Yeah, after I save, because Simplot still can get hiccups and we can lose everything. Okay, so next turn, and you actually
There you go.
don't lose it yet. I mean, do you? Let's be picky. Okay,
got it. He's got it.
bearing and range is 58. So yeah, he got it. But you still need to roll. You still have 90% chance, but you still need to roll maintenance roll for it. So uh, you roll your detection if you maintain the contact or not.
Okay.
If you maintain the contact, now is when you can
Yes,
now
try
is when
to.
you can try to figure out what it is.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Let's go to the right location again, and try and do another.
Sure. And I will try to find. I'm looking for the detection because another cheat sheet. You have such rolls.
No, I got good sonar techs. Man,
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah, because although that's the
so the
thing.
sonar techs are not
Because
dicking the dog in the sonar room, and sonar can.
okay,
So,
our friend in the chat room mentioned to not forget the sonar ambiguity rule. Yeah, I forgot
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
because
you know
it's
what?
a
It should be irrelevant because in the Intel what? Oh, right. Um, the thing is, to the south are friendly only. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the thing is, I don't. You know that there is no hostiles below this line, and from the ambiguous, I'm not sure
yeah.
if there is anything you can find on the ambiguous bearing here, because maybe you can. Maybe it might be some contact from the. Well, the convoy is 70 nautical miles away. There's no friendly submarines in the area for certain. They are elsewhere. So I don't think ambiguity here plays much role because the ambiguous contact will be here on the reciprocating course. And here there can be friendlies, but I don't think you can catch them even on CZ. They are far enough. At least your station is placed so nothing here. You know that no one probably slept here. That's debatable. I'm very grateful for reminding us of this rule. It's a very important rule. But here I don't think it will. They would figure out that it can be from here. It can be contact here. Or
Right,
let's assume
right.
that for now, right? Okay, but now classification. So, and why didn't I make any cheat sheet for that? I don't know. Okay, so it's actually you have very low frequency to low frequency sonar band. So this, oh god damn it. This is interesting because contact classification. Let's go through that. Oh, okay. We'll see. There are more useful information. So, contact classification.
You just basically roll detection again, and you add 15% to it, including the alerted operator.
Yeah,
so
basically.
90% chance.
Yup. So the final probability of detection, so it's 90, including the alerted operator, but you still cannot go further than 90.
Yeah.
I will check it later because I don't know. Oh, maybe someone in chat room remembers. Is
well, actually,
highest...
you can. Okay, so you can go over 90. You can go over 90, but only for the purpose of the die roll classification, right? So, for example, if you go back up,
Okay.
right, so for example, so the total chance right now is 120, right? So if he rolls 120 or less, he classifies the ship. 110 or less, he gets to tell whether it's a ship or sub. 100 or less, and ship type, etc. So the idea is that you can 90 is still a fail, but with a 90%, he's getting the full data basically.
Okay. So let's see it. But is it explicitly said that you can go over 100 for an alerted?
No, it isn't. No, hang on. No, you can't.
I don't think so. It would be too much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say it's 90%. Give you a chance.
90%.
Give you some chances, Javier. We'll ask later. So your roll classification and classification die roll. Yes. So basically, right now, if he rolls less than 90,
anything he rolls, he detects. He knows everything that there is to know.
basically, yeah.
Yeah. So ship class, yeah, ship and subclass.
But yeah, basically, if he rolls between 90, if Chris rolls between 90 and 100, he gets that it is ship or sub.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yes.
And nationality and propulsion type, but this will give him enough information to prosecute.
But he's rolled less than percentage or less, so he knows the ship and subclass, so he knows exactly.
His role was for maintaining detection. This was not, the last role was not for the classification, but for maintaining detection.
Okay, yeah, but then he now needs to make another one then for classification.
Yes, exactly.
90% chance.
90% chance of finding basically everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Your speed helps. The fact that you travel like a runaway train.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm gonna get. I'm kind of accepting that I'm gonna get pinged anyway, so I might as well. Yeah, so you know everything. You know everything there is to know about my sub.
Yeah, so you know there is. You just found Victor 2 stealing.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Sure. Okay, you know what? Since okay, Javier went. Okay,
Right.
because in 10 minutes at full hour we would do 5-minute recess. Okay, because I need another coffee.
Okay, that's yeah. I might have to. All right, I'll be back in a moment too. I'm gonna make
Okay,
a head run. So I'll be back.
sure. So with what can I entertain our audience beside my terrible pronunciation in the time when our guys left?
I'm around, but
Oh, you're
I'm
around.
enjoying watching you just flounder without
Yeah, but
accompaniments. I'm just kidding.
yeah, but that would be very different
Okay,
if we.
I'm back.
Okay, the Chris went somewhere also.
Oh,
Guys, at the full hour we'll do. I already told this to Chris. At the full hour we'll do 5-minute recess for bathroom break and coffee.
that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, I could do with getting another coffee.
Yeah, me too. This is. I like this scenario. I also would like to do variations of this scenario. For instance, instead of Victor 2, Victor 3, because Victor 3 had newer. First of all, it had towed array and it had newer sonar. So I'm interested how this would affect, and I would like to play with Alpha because Alpha does not have good sonar suit, but she can run at 40 knots.
40. Oh yeah.
40 very deep. It was probably the fastest submarine ever built. It was built for fast, deep sprints, and it can run fast enough to outrun almost anything. So the tactic with it would be very different. Yeah, Soviets were kind of crazy with their submarines.
Yeah, I think that's the interesting thing. Like, you know, we've detected it, but now we get to see just how hard is it to actually stop it. You know?
Absolutely,
Yeah, exactly.
and it somewhat
Besides,
is.
besides, it's much harder. There are two things. First of all, it's much harder to attack you because when I looked new rules, because previously you just dropped torpedo and from helicopter and basically rolled for hit. But now you need to do placement roll, and with sonobuoys only you can get fair solution at best, from what I've seen. You need to find submarine with med to have good firing solution. And first
Right.
of all, hitting with torpedo is not easy. And second of all, what you'll
You can
see
also
is
use. Can't you use active sonar buoys as well for targeting?
yes,
and
but
then,
you can. But even if you use active sonobuoys, what I made infographics previously with even with active sonobuoys, you can have a fair solution at best, from what I remember.
I think you're right.
With passive, you can only have poor, and with active and localization, you can have fair after you find them. And another thing that is interesting is that these torpedoes that they haul, the Mark 46, they are they are pretty small.
So
Good.
far,
They
Yeah, they are
they
small.
they inflict 50 damage points or something like that.
Oh, I can survive
You-
one of those.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
can
you-
probably survive two of them if they don't break your
I mean,
hull.
one might be a mission kill, but there's a good chance that one isn't a mission kill.
Exactly.
now
Exactly right.
how does the mad change the equation there, if at all?
If you detect with med, you get automatically good firing solution.
Okay. And does
because you have to be right on top of the. In order to
Yeah.
get the magnetic anomaly, you have to be right on top.
Yes, and I
And-
believe at deep you can't even. I believe at deep you can't even be detected. Let me. Yeah, I will check it later because there is the chance of detecting
So let me-
you is
in
lower.
in this case, do we have any of those like small explosive small explosives at all that help with active detection? I don't know. I might be misstating that.
No. They have active sonobuoys, but you will see. Oh, there's another thing with the Sea Sprite. When we take off, we will see. Okay, so what's your orders, Chris? Now that you know that Victor 2 is steaming toward you like.
Well, he doesn't know it's steaming. He just knows there's a Victor too. He doesn't know the doesn't
No,
know.
you know it's Victor 2 and it's so loud. You know it's extremely loud.
No, you wouldn't. You don't know how loud it is because you don't know. Like I could be moving incredibly fast, really far away, or I could be moving incredibly slowly, quite close.
Maybe, yeah. That's something that I need to.
Like you don't.
We need to get.
You have no idea. You have no idea. Like you can get like a minimum. The only way you can kind of get like a minimum and maximum distance is by figuring out like how close would you hear me if I was going ultra quiet, and how far could you hear me if I was going super loud.
Maybe.
And that's how you get your datum point basically.
Certainly, it is. Yeah, maybe you're right. I as I said, I have no actual real experience, and reading or hearing some people recently, I got many of my misconceptions checked, so I won't argue.
Well, if you're doing 32 knots, you got all pumps running to keep the nuclear reactor cool, so that and there's no sound silencing on any of these Victors. I mean, at this time,
especially probably
Walker's just starting to feed in a lot of sound silencing techniques to help build the Akula, but otherwise the Victors there's no rubber mountings. There's no.
In Victor to know, but you know what's always perplexed me, and I believe everyone, these holes not covered by anything. They must hear like you blow into whistle. That was not. I never understood that design choice by Soviets to not cover this large amount of basically gaping holes in your hull. I don't get it.
Your steam plant is at maximum.
Exactly.
So.
No, do you launch your helicopter or not? Do you change your orders, Chris? Because of all this knowledge.
On 903, we're on the third turn, right?
All right, exactly. Oh, now.
Okay.
Yes. Now will be 906.
All right. Yeah, launch the helo.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that in, so you have that for the.
Yeah, you can. Right now, you can do this by voice. Actually, we can speed it up by just.
Okay.
What's going
All right.
on? The orders we will use when the order sheets we'll use when we go full fog of war, I believe.
Okay. Okay. So launch the helo on that bearing.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have sonobuoys. We got 15 of them.
Yes, and here's the thing, and please try to roleplay it like you don't know how far he is, okay?
Right. Well, that's correct. And so, at this point, the
because here's the thing with sonobuoys. Sorry,
we're not going out too far. We're just going to sorry. Continue. Sorry.
Yes,
that.
because here is an SQR-17 sensor leak. Actually, and I didn't know that before. 5th edition, and the guys made it more complicated. The helicopter actually does not process the sonobuoy info. The helicopter only relays information from sonobuoys to ship, and he must remain inside radar loss between ship and sonobuoys. He needs to have loss to both. radar line of sight to both ship and sonobuoys, and I didn't check how far it is. If they climb to medium, I believe this is maximum they can climb. So yeah. So this limits the range also of the engagement.
Correct. That's right. And so, all right. So, okay. So we're going to light off the air search radar.
Okay.
We're going to launch the helicopter on the bearing of the noise. And at this point, we're only going out to 10, 15, and 30 miles. On that bearing.
Okay. Wait, SH2F. Let's altitude, course and speed. Okay, this is the position. Yeah, I will calculate the position in a minute. So the ships, what will be the ship's course and speed? The same or?
Oh, it's the same. We're just going to see if we maintain a contact with the.
Okay, so 9.6 is, so from what I see, Javier, you still steaming 32 knots in this turn, right? Okay, so your doesn't change. Now the oh right, so wait, so actually because your helicopter is, let me remove it. Because we go in 3-minute tactical turns. Yeah, good riddance. I removed not what I wanted, but fortunately I didn't remove your ship. Okay. Actually, we don't need this station, right? Because you are now prosecuting the contact. Let's save. And why sonar disappeared? What did I do?
You have angered the gods of Simplot today.
Yes. I wanted too much from them. Okay, but the thing is, your sea sprite is at 5 minutes ready time, and since we move in 3-minute turns, she will take off in next turn in the last minute and only move for a minute next turn.
Okay.
Because another thing, and now we can call it Vic. At least now we can call it Victor 2 and change it from unknown to hostile, and I don't know what's the bearing rate, but let's say it's 1. Okay, so now we can move another turn and quickly save. And now the helicopter will be moved 1 minute of flight at probably at cruise speed, right? So what's the cruise speed of the lamps? 120 for 1 minute. Quick calculation. What was the what was the 1 minute movement in? Wait, let me see. 172. That is in 3 minutes in yards divided by 3. This is in yards divided by 2000. So 3 nautical miles for now. Did I do it properly? Sorry. Sorry, I'm reading what people write.
That last division, did you do that by 3,000 or by 2,000?
By 2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I just
so it probably because they are moving 170 knots. You add 2 zeros to get distance moved in yards, not in thousands of yards. In yards in 3 minutes. So we divided by 2,000 to get distance in nautical miles, and we divided by 3 to get 1 minute. So yeah, 3 miles is okay. So let's add the new air unit again. Kilo ASW, blue, number 1, SH2F. Do you want to give it some cool call sign or?
Oh, just give it a call sign of Sierra November 9. There we go.
Cool.
Or SN9.
9. That will be okay.
That's fine.
Okay, unit type, okay, in navigation. And here's a question to Peter, who knows how to use Simplat. Can I rotate, because I can set up unit relative to other unit, but can I just give a bearing? I mean, can I give a course toward the unit? No, I need to punch it
No, I mean you can
manually, right?
hold on. If you pick the relative to unit and then give a bearing and range, then the unit gets placed at that bearing and range from that originator. So if you want to,
Yes, but I only wanted to get bearing because I don't want to punch range manually
well,
from
just
this
use a
turn.
range of, well, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish then?
I try to get automatically get a bearing at the victor. Although you know what, I will punch something. The
I
bearing
mean, you
right
can.
now is 302, 303, right? Okay,
Right.
let it be 302. And now I just think
Yeah,
that
that's how I normally do it. Yeah.
I just need to set up speed. I don't need to get range, although I could get range from the ship, but I just need to get speed for this turn, 1/3 of the proper speed, right? 56 for this one turn, and later oh no, sorry, no 170. It's this is 170 wood. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, it's
yeah.
120. I don't know where 170 came from. As I said, after this, recess for coffee. So it's 120
120.
by 3, so it's 40. Okay, so please don't.
You do realize
please don't.
you can make the increment 1 minute increments.
Oh right. Yes,
Yeah,
but
and you're not.
my habits from
Yeah, okay, that's great.
playing playing regular game, not
So
not this
so all that
fancy
calculation,
electronically
I
enhanced.
could have saved him. I could have saved him
Yeah.
1 million divided by a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm not used to this fancy electronically enhanced war games. So,
Okay, so the first sonobuoy is going to be dropped at 5 miles. The second sonobuoy at 10.
okay, you know what? I really need coffee, so we will get to
Okay,
this.
all right.
I will only punch because now they will have 120
You can put some reference
speed.
markers out there if you want.
What reference markers?
There
What do
are
you mean?
reference point. You can use no, hold on.
No, yeah, I'm just
Okay.
changing speed and course of the Victor because this is the turn. And I did something wrong, I think. I started at 9. Why is it 9:12 right now?
You've done at least 4 turns, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because
I
I
mean
thought it will.
well, no, those are orders at the top of the minute, if you will, or the top of the turn. So
Yeah, all right.
So
And the turn, but this turn is the top of the minute, or?
that is, you
Okay,
are
10
now on
times. This
that
is
right
10.
now. Yeah.
Eh,
I don't know what you did. Don't
someone.
worry about it. You maybe
Okay,
got
don't worry about it. Right, so 8 and 290. Okie dokie. 290? This is really, you really change your curse to 290, Javier? This is correct?
He's probably jinking a little bit there.
Yeah, jinking
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay.
Mixing in a couple drinks here and there while I'm going slow anyway, just to
chink
like
and a
you know.
drink. That's what we
try-
call
Yeah, but you absolutely get him in your buffle zone. But yeah, okay.
This is the
Oh,
really.
wait, hang
This is called the really crazy Ivan.
Hang on, no, go back. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I didn't want that's not what I went. Not what I want. Hang on, no, that's not what I meant. Let me.
No crazy Ivans today.
Let me get the thing.
Another thing, can you? Oh no, at 32 knots you definitely can go to shallow from deep one. I believe you're fast enough to.
Yeah.
Right. You just,
Yeah.
especially
Cover
with his
this
speed.
distance.
Yeah. Especially with how
Yeah.
fast he was going. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no. It wasn't. Yeah, no, 290. I can't see him. That's wrong. I wanted to go like 90 degrees, but I don't know why I made a mistake. That's
Okay,
90
so what-
degrees from course. It's like one. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, 190. Yeah, sorry, 190. Not 290. My bad.
Yeah, that
There you
makes
go.
more
Yeah,
sense.
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sorry about
There
that.
you go.
No problem. No
Yeah, there we go.
problem.
Yeah,
We all
and the other one should be and the other one should be flat 90. That makes sense. Plus 100, not plus 200. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will just double check how many depth zones can you cover at 32 knots? 8.
I think it's like
Okay,
8
no
or 9.
problem.
Yeah.
You can zoom climb to shallow. Shallow is 50, I guess. So no one is looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is set up correctly because we finished last turn. This is basically plotting because in during it should be because during the detection phase of the previous turn you lose him, right? Because he's between convergent, right? Or no,
Right, that's
no,
correct.
right, you
Yeah.
lose him, and we need write it down somewhere. It would be really useful if the passive bearings also have visible notch, right? For sonar it would be very helpful where you lose and regain contact frequently,
Sure.
right?
Agree,
Because
I
now I
agree.
need to delete him and then I will need to add him again, which
Yeah, I almost think that. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a reasonable suggestion.
because I need to do this.
Yeah.
And soon I will need to write down all of it again. So,
Yeah, but wait. Yeah.
no, I believe, yeah.
What I was thinking of is he recently added the ability to make an A or an S marker on the unit. By the way, there's a little check on 2.2.1. There's now a check. Okay, just right click on that real quick. Let me show you something.
Okay.
It's not there yet. But hold on, yep. No, you were right. Go ahead and just modify one of them. I just want to
Modify
show you.
unit?
Yeah. So in the future, what you'll see is on the right in Simplot 2.2, which is a slightly later one, you're going to have like a active and sensor checkbox here too. But that's just for making a small A or a small S indicator as being actively or passively detected, stuff like that. So it's not the same thing. It's not what you're asking for.
Yeah.
But I do agree. It might be nice to have that to be able to turn on and off. How many times are you going to be in that situation?
Depends on scenario, but you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
If you have 2 subs or more, you will be very much in this situation, and when they will be quiet, where you will have 50% detection chances, yeah, you will be frequently in this situation, in my opinion. Because right now we have pretty simple scenario, but I bet ISW will be, especially if submarines fight other submarines, you will get this a lot probably. Okay, so this is set up for this turn. I hope we did some skipping. All right, it is plotting phase. Can you switch phases? No, this plotting phase is just.
Nah, it's just implied. It's just I kind of wish there was a little bit more control over that, but it's just like
Yeah.
an implied phase.
Might be useful.
Yeah. At
Okay,
this
guys,
point,
I need a coffee and bathroom break, so
Sure.
10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, see you in 10.
Alright, see you in a minute.
All right.
I'm back.
Hey, all right.
Good. Got coffee. Went to the loo. We're ready to go.
Let's see if I got all the. Okay. All right. Oh, everybody's still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just a lot of
Good.
silence on that.
Yeah.
All right. The next turn, the Nox is going to go due north. So,
I think Tom's not back yet.
oh, he's not. Oh, okay.
So Javi, had you said you were gonna possibly do the next scenario, Saturday morning one?
Saturday morning or I don't think I can do the next one.
Okay, I can't remember.
Because I think next one's the 17th, isn't it?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I don't think I cannot do either the 17th or the 31st because I'm gonna be the 31st, but I'm gonna be in Spain.
Oh, all right.
And so I'm not gonna have my computer there, so I'm not gonna be able to like, I have a little like crappy laptop, but not on my computer with all the decent stuff. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. I thought wasn't there somebody else mentioned they wanted to do it for the next one?
Yeah, I can't. Was it yourself that pinged me about South China Sea?
No, that's yes, but that's I'm thinking for a play by post.
Okay.
And kind of so like because that one I can run, but I'm not like I've got no clue when I'm not gonna say anything to anybody until literally everything's ready. Until I have like everything, I'm gonna make all the sheets, all the everything, right? And I can just basically start, and that's when I'm basically gonna post it, and not until then because I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me.
Back. Yeah, I also thought I prepared enough for this one, but for instance, I didn't anticipated how much hassle will be with convergence zones detection. I actually remember them even in H5 as being simpler and having less going through the rules.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just remembering it.
No,
Yeah,
it's not that bad. I need to again the problem. The problem with the rule book vice, let's say the what's it called, like the sheets of tables, that the rules for it are spread
yeah, a little
through
bit.
few
Yeah,
pages,
yeah,
and
a
they
little
are
bit.
they are interjected with some comments
Yes.
or notes. That's the problem. It's not a problem when you read them. It's a problem when you actually need to quickly
Go
find
get them.
something
Yeah.
and use
And
them.
hence the cheat sheets, which are very good.
Yeah, I need to create my next will be cheat sheet for convergent zones. Absolutely, it's the next cheat sheet I'm doing. And this airborne one I showed you with few
Yeah,
other things.
that looked very good.
Yeah, and I like we play because now I need to find the because I thought I remember correctly the highest possible detection rating or detection chance for sonar, and now I'm not sure. So I will need to add this node to the cheat sheet. Okay, so I will quickly add the second convergence zones to this. Will be first CZ.
Are you
Just so we know.
sharing your screen, Tom?
Easy.
Yeah, I thank you. Yes, good grievance. Okay, so the second one is at 30 and it is 3 miles deep because the convergence zone width is 10% of the range, so it will be 28.5.
That's right.
The decimal point is with the dot, right? Because we here in Europe use for some reason we use the comma.
Yeah, the correct way to do it was with a dot.
In my opinion, correct way. Yeah, I prefer that. I don't know why in all Polish language programs and Polish translated programs, because we use, even in math, we use comma as the separation dot.
Yep.
And I don't know why. All right, and I need to that 360, what we already learned. Maybe I give it the same. Wait, not you. Okay. Now they will be the same. That would be nice. Okay. Okay, so here is this zone, and someone actually, there was some good soul that I've seen calculated the range at +8, but now Victor got sneaky for this turn. So I don't think we need to calculate the direct range because someone already. Thanks and Ben, by the way, for all the useful notes in the chat room this game. So at +8, it was 50% range, direct range, not the convergence zone range for SQR18. Direct path was 30 nautical miles, 50% detection range. So I don't know if we even need to calculate right now. Just to be sure, because what's the change now? The change now is that for direct propagation, for direct propagation, I blew it.
What is the range again?
Only thing that will change is speed, right? Because he's moving at 0.8, so it's -1. So instead of +8, it will be +3. And the sonar above layer, we have moderate layer, right?
Yeah.
Let's be sure I will not fumble that. Okay, and it affects high frequency, medium, and so actually it doesn't affect. I believe this doesn't affect your towed array, right? Because it is low frequency to.
Yeah.
So actually,
and the towed array is underneath the layer anyway. Always underneath.
Yes, but
Yeah.
he raised to shallow.
Yeah, but can you raise the towed array to shallow?
No, but I'm saying he's now cross layer to the towed array. Because your towed array is below layer and he is above. Because towed array is here and he is here. Because contact depth is here. So wait. No, yes. So sonar is below layer. So if sonar is below layer and he is shallow, you would have -5. Because sonar is below layer and sub is. Here is nice little sub. No, it's terrible. Okay, so he's here and your sonar is here. And your ship is here. yeah, whatever. So he's cross layer. Yeah, sorry about that. But since you are not high frequency, low medium, you are very low to low, doesn't affect, and it is VLF, sonar, and contact on the same side of the layer. No. So because if yes, then mod is 0 either way, but it doesn't. Okay. Other. Okay, so I guess there is no cross-layer modifier, right? Because VLF is still not affected. Okay, so it's still 0, so it's +3. And +3 yields your base range is doubled. Which means I need to, you know what, wait. Can I open it? Ugh, I need to open it in both. Wait, Google Drive. Ugh, wrong account. Sorry, guys. Here will be red, here will be blue. Fine, great. So 4.3, it's 8.6. So the best you can do with 8.6 with direct path. So it's 8.5. So the 15, it's 10% chance at 15 nautical miles. So we can basically ignore it and what someone already checked at plus at +8 it's about 50. So okay, so we can ignore that. Now the question is another question is because Javier engaged active sonar.
Yeah, my signature goes to +8 instead of +3.
Right. Right. Oh, because right, it's just your signature goes.
Yeah.
Where is it? Because I thought
target noise signature, active sonar on the right, out of there.
oh, active sonar transmission built by sonars with same. But here's the thing. Oh, okay.
No. So, yeah, it's that one.
Here,
That's
but here is the thing. It only does if because active sonar transmissions are detectable by sonars with same or next lower frequency, and your sonar is low medium frequency, right?
Yeah, low medium frequency.
So next lower is low. Okay, so he can detect you actually. Okay, sorry, because for a moment again I got into the world of Harpoon for one where sonar transitions were detected as separate entity from what I remember. Yeah, so okay, so still if you are +8 and he can oh god damn it, he actually might be able to detect you. Sorry, it seemed to go very long, but I hope no one is.
It's fine.
Okay, so you got +8. What the? Yeah, sorry guys. Great. So +8. So you are +8, but speed -1. So yeah, you are +8. And +8 is yeah times 7. So 4 and now I'm not. Oh, you see this? This is Polish way of decimal point. I hate it.
Oh yeah.
It's the same in Spanish.
Yes.
But
We
it
do the
gets
same
confused.
thing.
It can get confused if you use only math. It's okay, but it can get confused if you write about math and use commas to separate sentences. It looks awful. 32.9. This is the base 50% chance we look for. 32.9, so I guess it's closer to 32. So actually 50 at 57.6, I believe that's... Yeah, you are at 54.1 nautical miles from the ship. 54, so 15%, right? Am I? Yes, 15%, plus 15% for alerted operator, right? So 30% for direct path.
Okay.
Why is
If
he
I,
still?
if I'm correct, I hope I am.
Why is he still alerted?
Because
Right.
he just lost contact of last turn of this
Okay.
ship, so they know
Alright.
they need to look in this way,
Okay.
and they know what to look for.
Yeah, I thought it had to be a maintained contact with him. Alright.
No. I think
No, for
you get the operator bonus for the next 3 turns.
You're right.
yeah, something like that. 3 or
Cause,
5. I
cause,
can't
cause,
remember.
yeah, because with sonar especially, if you're detecting it, like it's entirely possible that you kind of sort of detect them, lose them constantly.
Yes, and you didn't get him 50 too much, despite his.
I've disappeared. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Because
Yeah, that's right.
the active is low medium frequency. I also need to make chart with that, because next is low frequency is below low medium, right? I cannot remember that. I hope I don't show too much of the rule book. I hope I don't get another mail from Larry. Yes, okay, so medium, LF, and yes, it is low medium. So next lower is lower frequency. Okay, so that was legit. Now, for the sake of interest, let's see Javier's chance of finding them with active sonar. Okay, so again, environment is not a pack ice, not that, we ignore that. Open ocean, sea state is 0. We don't have shallow water. No, we don't have bottom bounce.
No,
And I can...
my sonar isn't capable of that anyway.
Yeah, right. So target strength, and I don't remember. I believe it's small, right?
Yeah, it's small. Yeah, it's small.
Nox is small.
The Nox is definitely small.
And,
I'll double check for you, but it's small.
okay, and I believe it's obviously broad aspect. You are side to side, right?
No coding.
Yeah, you are broad, definitely. Now, relative speed. You move at 8. He moves at 9 to 15, so 0. And now you are sonar above layer. You are above layer because you are at...
Surface, yeah.
Because we use...
Yeah. I get a +2 to this.
Yep. Because you are at shallow and he's at surface PD. So wait, you are per. Nice. So +2, yes. Unless it's affected. Wait, you are... Oh no, you are low medium frequency. So absolutely, you get it. So +4. If I didn't... No, I didn't forget anything, I believe. It's not bottom bounce, so we ignore this one, and it's times 3.
Does active sonar give you distance to target? I can't remember right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I had like a moment of doubt. I was like, ooh, I'm sure it does.
Okay,
I doubt myself now.
what's your sonar range?
4.5.
4.5. and times 3.
So 17.5. No, you're right. So 13.5. What am I talking about? Yes. Use the calculator. Don't trust me at all. Don't listen to me.
It was Soviet math.
Yes. Anything, anything to destroy the capitalist scum. I don't know what you're talking about.
So it was 13.5. Perfect. 24.3 is the
10%
largest
chance.
distance. So
Oh, no.
No.
Not even like no.
No.
Not even close.
Not even close. Right. Okay. So you don't have any new input of data, so we will follow your orders. No, actually it's fine. Okay, I get it. How, because it is plotting phase of 9.12. So no, so actually it's, yeah, I fumbled something here in the order of things, but whatever. Okay, but Chris wanted to give some very precise plan of setting up sonobuoys, right?
Right. That's right. I updated my spreadsheet. I'm not sure exactly which time we're on, but
yeah, I kind. Apparently, we are at 12 plotting phase of turn 9/12.
9:12. Okay. All right.
Let's use this. And here we just. Can I add just 3 minutes here? If I do 3 minutes, no, it doesn't work. I don't know how to add time in this spreadsheet. So easy. Sorry, I damaged your whole plan. Okay, I don't know what happened here, but we are apparently one turn delay for some reason, or whatever. We'll just go forward. So let me see. Did you wrote your plan in the spreadsheet, Chris? Of the sonobuoys? I can't see your orders changing. Maybe if I reload. No. Okay, so if you can basically describe
the 912. Well, 912 we're still at.
Yes, but how do you want to drop? Where do you want to drop sonobuoys with?
Okay, at 5 nautical miles, just one buoy.
From the ship?
Well, from the helicopter, right? The helo has 15.
No, but 5 nautical miles away from the ship, you mean?
Oh, yeah, 5 nautical miles. Five from the ship. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Relative bearing.
Okay, so okay. Do we have Peter with us? No, Peter went somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, right, but so here, right? Oh, here. You want the sonobuoy here? This is 5 nautical miles.
Yeah, you got to put a reference there. If you want to keep reference, it's under unit. It's a unit. It's considered a unit. So just kind of.
Okay.
You just kind of put it where you want, and then leave it there, and then do a unit.
So just
and then new reference point.
Unit or new reference point.
Perfect. And you can put it. You can make it a datum if you want. I think you can make it a datum. If you want.
Okay.
However you want to do that. I mean.
I guess.
Yeah, reference point seems fine. Just say first.
I will stay.
First
leave it like that.
Buoy, second buoy. That's what I use for sonobuoy layouts as well. I will usually put like 4 of those down.
Right.
And I think at least with the newer version of Simplot, you can actually move those. You can do right click and then relocate the X points too. So it's almost it's almost similar to using command modern operations. You can kind of like move your mission waypoints if you just don't have the latest version. No, sorry.
I need to get I will have it, no problem.
So that's cool. So what you do is you set out a little sonobuoy pattern, and then you can kind of move it around if you intend to or need to.
Okay.
One thing that would be helpful, Peter, if you have a minute, and I believe you can get access to the blue folder, because I thought, or maybe we will manage, because we need to track the endurance of the SH2, and I didn't plan the mission pattern because I figure out we will just subtract the endurance turn by turn, but I don't know if it.
Right.
I cannot now remember how much fuel they. No, they burn 1 mile per flown mile.
He's only been
right?
going cruise, right? So I mean,
yeah, they go in cruise 120. They already flown whatever we did there.
I would just guesstimate a time and then do a bingo.
Too.
Guesstimate a bingo time and just give it a bingo time and then make it go back.
Yeah, exactly. But because they have, this is the...
Hang on a minute. Is it just going to be cruising all the time? It's cruising.
Yes.
So what's the range on it? What's the range on the Hilo?
Yeah, I'm looking at it because wait, I made 2 spreadsheets. It's the variant with 2 torpedoes, right? The loadout with 2 torpedoes.
Yeah, the loadout is with 2 torpedoes.
So the modified range is 120. Basically, the endurance is 128 miles. So it can stay hour. 1 hour.
128, and what's the and how much range? How much range does it have? 120. Yeah, it can basically stay an hour.
Yeah,
it can basically stay an hour. So 20.
Yeah, just mark it as a bingo
20 tactical tours. 20 tactical turns.
Yeah.
They
how much does it what's the range without the torpedo?
He need to drop torpedo directly on you. Right now these rules are very simplified and he basically need to get over you and drop torpedo.
Yeah, that's fine, no worries.
Because you don't even move them, the rules are simplified that you perform placement roll, and if you pass placement roll, you immediately attack with the torpedo from helicopter. And
that's fine.
That's good. Okay, so he took off at 9:12. So at 10:12 he needs to be landed, right? Around this time. Okay. So one sonobuoy 5 nautical miles away, and where the rest of the sonobuoy is?
Okay. The second one will be 10 nautical miles from the ship.
Okay, so 5 nautical miles from the first sonobuoy.
Right.
Okay, so you know what? Let's because the what's your course and your speed, Javier, for this turn is 32, right?
Check. Yeah. It's 32 again, and we're back to. Hang on, let me get it up. 32 again, and this time we are now on the course is 100.
100, and you go again to 600 feet. All right. We
throttle up again. Let's go.
Oh my god! I write later. I will tell you one great story, or maybe now if you have a minute. Because if you can read the book called Big Red, the month aboard, there is some subtitle basically telling a month aboard the ballistic missile submarine, because there's a guy, can't remember his name, but he's a journalist that had opportunity to basically get to have patrol on Ohio class boomer, and he wrote a fantastic book about it. And one of the stories he told there, one of the tests after submerging the sub is doing these violent maneuvers and vertical maneuvers also. So they do all sorts of maneuvers of turning, changing depth rapidly, just to see if everything is okay, right? And on Ohio, you have this between the ballistic missiles, there is this long corridor, right? You know how Ohio is basically. What's the basic? And there is this long corridor, which is the longest corridor on the ship. And when they perform dives and climbs, well, rises at 30-degree angles, the crew that is free, basically, what he said, they always take some blankets or something like that, and they slide up and down this corridor.
Cardboard and blankets, they work pretty well, especially when you have family cruises. You can get all the children to slide down the. Those are kind of fun days.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
so the crew does this on Ohio during this. Apparently, every time, no one stops them from sliding. This
No,
corridor.
yeah, you can go pretty far. In our boat, we had a 594 class, so we had only one quarter in the as far as the center line upper level, and it was about a good 50 feet of space that
Pretty
you can
good.
ride yourself down. Yeah, so
That's pretty good.
yeah, it is pretty good. So,
Okay.
but
So
those are the angles and dangles, and then of course trying to stand up straight, while you're in a 30-degree down bubble or something. It's pretty tough.
Nice.
But yeah,
Okay, I will modify course a little because I believe it was. Okay, so first I will move him because from what I understand, you want to make this line of sonobuoys 5 miles apart, right?
well,
So
actually, no, I'm putting one at 10 and the next one at 30.
Okay, but
So
still, he won't be able to. He will be able to drop this one, but
Right.
next one next turn because he will
He's,
here.
Sandman made
correct.
Sandman added a
That's right.
good point to the room that you have to be in line of sight of the ship for the processing.
Right.
Yes, radar line of sight.
Line of sight.
Which
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's just
actually
something
which is
to at least mention or think of, but it's probably not going to be an
yeah,
issue.
we remember that, but I didn't check what it is actually. So
What
let
is
me
his
check. And I will do it
altitude?
on the side screen because I'm getting the feeling that when I scroll through the rule book, I will hear something from
It's
Well,
from authors that maybe Tom don't do that.
No, I've done that
Because
before.
some
You
because
just don't stick on a page for long. I think you're fine. But
right,
whatever. That's
because
my
there are evil people that will separate or that if given enough time and patience, they will separate all your movie into slideshow.
Yeah, I would just
Even
not.
if
I
you
mean, just try to
scroll
avoid showing
fast.
yourself scrolling. I guess would be the way to put it.
Right. No, be small. No, yeah, I'm joking a little, but yeah, better not.
Yeah, what I tend to,
But
what I do is
this one we showed. This one we showed already.
Yeah,
a few
we show
times,
this a
right?
lot.
When
Sorry,
is in
everybody,
quick
but
start, so don't split hair over it. So you can get to medium altitude with this little thing, right? So observer
at height
is
level, you should have a pretty far.
yeah, small.
Yeah.
The ship is small. You can get to medium. It's 170 miles. I think we will be okay.
Through the entire, yeah, I think that's right.
I think because you need to have 170 to the sonobuoy and 170 to the ship. So basically, you can place sonobuoys up to roughly 340 nautical miles away, right? If you
Right.
although then you need to be between you need to be exactly halfway, right, between them to relay. But yeah, I think we'll be okay. With sonobuoys 30 nautical miles away from the ship,
That's right.
it will be okay.
That's right.
Okay, I try to split my attention between what Sandman writes because he's doing very very good observations. So I already moved. Oh, you moved this far, right? So now actually it will be helpful for me. What did I say? Oh, Sandman actually did that. The max range on the direct propagation was 50 miles or what? I lost it. Okay, let's do this ourselves, because at +8 it's ×7, right? And what's the towed array base range?
4.7.
4.7.
37.6. Okay, so let's punch it. 37.5. That's what I said. I'm too quick.
Yeah.
To close these things. 37.6 close. Okay. So yeah, so we can safely assume that unless you flank speed, we don't need to worry about detection. Okay. So next one. So we can just do next one, right? Next and save. So yeah, we can just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can keep
just
going.
to note, the only thing I need to check, you move now for 3 turns, Javier, at this speed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was first turn. This is second turn of this movement.
Yeah.
And third turn.
Mhm.
Okay. And and now I can add. So here, roughly here will be second. Now where unit? What am I doing? Yeah, the reference point could be actually.
Beginning to remind me of command modern operations pooping out the Suno booties.
Yes. Yeah, don't remind
in
me,
really
because
slow motion.
I need to play this game. The simulation, and I have no time now. Okay, and next you said 30 nautical miles from a ship. So
Right.
So somewhere here. Okay, so he's not yet there.
No.
But now, okay, so now Javier is changing his behavior to. It will be 8. And what scores? So sorry, I asked you just so I don't need to flip through all these things. What's the course you do it?
Sorry. Then has it been 3 now? Yes. Now it's
Yes,
so now the course is 90. Course is
9.
no, sorry, no, not 90. Sorry. The course is 10. Sorry, 10.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. So basically, kind of like it's the crazy Gavin a little bit just shaking side to side. You know what I mean?
it's a reverse island.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, like one like I so the idea is to alternate one side and the other. Essentially, but yeah.
It's equally useful in submarine operations and Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let's for this sake, but right now maybe we can actually probably drop the sheets for now. Just remember how many turns your pattern has, like, of the movement. But okay, we'll check, because I will be able to play at most 1 hour, and we will see if we even find you, if we can re-establish contact. At 8 knots, we don't even need to check this one. We can pretty much move ahead, right? Because your active detection is. What was actually your active detection here?
4.5. Oh no, yeah, maximum is 30. Yeah.
Around 30. It was around 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for max. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do 1 turn. Post movement phase next. Okay. So now 30 nautical miles from its No, right, I can do this like this. So not yet. You are, although it's
Okay.
from this point probably, right? But
Right,
it's
and then
still
come
not
to
30. Yeah, it's more or less. You are not yet there. Okay, so
okay,
Javier, what's your new
125, 32 knots.
32 knots? And again, roller coaster goes down.
Hey, whee!
And again
Yes,
for 3 turns, correct?
yes, for 3 turns again.
No, the only
and
thing we'll stop right now because there will be Sonobui around here. And my question is, what's the next order for your chopper?
for the
Not
chopper to that's a remain on station at that point.
okay, so they just fly here. They just
Right,
hover.
right,
But I will remind you, it's 9:27. Around 9:40, they probably will need to start to get back
right.
to their
That's correct.
mothership
Yeah,
because
because
that will be
21
somewhere their
turns
bingo
total.
fuel.
Actually,
Yeah.
it probably a return to base is fine.
Okay.
Now, of course, the Knox is going on course 0 due north
Okay.
because now we
With
need to use
the same speed, right?
we're going to use the boys as a hopefully we'll get a
Yeah,
contact with
single
one of the
buoys
boys so we can,
don't do much, I believe. And if you land, you can't get anything from these buoys. So yeah, this shows because Nox was very, I don't know. Nox was a frigate that had some World War II roots because it's so small ship. It has only one helicopter, and it's very weird because with one helicopter, basically you basically need to launch this helicopter only if you are certain where the enemy is, and only to prosecute him, I believe, not for search because it is very poor search platform due to its
Mhm.
very short range.
well, yeah, my datum points for this merge contact, has
Yeah,
not really come up with a um,
yeah, you
firing
have
solution.
nothing. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's
So
modify these guys. What's the bearing? Mm, 115, 110, I believe will be okay for now. His altitude is, yeah, whatever, 500 maybe.
Mhm.
Okay, so this was first turn of your sprinting, Javier, from what I remember, right? Because
Yes, 32. Yeah.
so second and third, and
Yep.
I will see this.
No. And now
So
it's
no,
yes, you're gone.
yeah, give me your orders, yes.
120 speed 8. Okay, one no speed 8 190. Sorry, 190.
Okay, one thing that I believe this Sonobui won't be able to pick you, but just to be sure, let's
It will
see.
probably next turn once I like full throttle again.
Yes, so let's check the what's this? Okay, what's this Sonobui's range? And wait, the Sonobui has zero speed, and it's +5 if you move at full speed. Let's see if it's even worth to check if it's for +5. You have no here, and let's say you are not using your active sonar for now.
no, it's
And
massive.
no, I'm
But
I'm saying if his sub uses active sonar, right? Oh wait, let's show our
oh,
friends.
oh, that's right. He's
The
using active sonar.
He's using active sonar when he's not. moving.
Yeah,
But
me
yeah,
too.
it has you launch DFAR, however you pronounce it.
Yep.
It's VLF to LMF. Okay, so it will find active sonar if it detects one. And I use comma here. God damn it. Okay, so but also when it is VLF, it's not using it ignores layer modifier. Right? If it is VLF.
VLF is
Yeah, so VLF pretty much always, unless it's, I believe, unless it's a deep layer, it always ignores layer modifier. It actually has. So this is for the situation if he's steaming at full speed. +4, +9. Yeah, but it has. So it's ×8, but it has only 1.8. Why did I close my calculator? I don't know. Times 8. So it's 14.4. So it's still not too good. Well, sonobuoys are not.
Oh, great.
no, they're for more narrowing down where the actual unit is. So
Yes, exactly. So 14.4, so it is closer to 14.3 than 14.9. So 23.4. Some different color for that because even more. Oh, let's say. No, I need to check background color later. Oh, that's good. So actually, when you are steaming, it actually can detect you somewhat.
Oh, interesting.
Actually,
The game's afoot.
Game's afoot, but wait, it's when you're steaming. When you use active sonar, I believe it's a bit lower because.
Can you detect the buoy with active sonar?
not really. It's very very small.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, I'm guessing not unless you're using like a mine avoidance sonar or something like that.
Yeah, these sonar boys are only what about maybe about
meter across, even that.
They're like less than 4 inches in diameter, and as far as about they're just like a little PVC pipe that goes down into the water. So 4 inches is pretty much the diameter of these, and maybe about anywhere from 3 to 6 feet long. So that's
it's not happening at all.
I'm not sure what to die for, as far as what they look like. I'm only kind of familiar with what P3s and P2Vs carried. And well, actually, when they do hit the water, they do have kind of like a semi-parachute type of thing that kind of keeps them suspended in the water. So there is like a So they're.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. I was just curious about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
There we go. That guy's holding one that's pretty much what it looks like. Maybe 5 inches in diameter. Okay. There you go. That's the way to do it.
There we go.
We don't need the helo.
Oh my god. Sonobuoy launch. Manpower. Oh god.
Deploying mechanism Mark 1.
Yeah, deploying mechanism Mark 1. Yes. Anyway, yes.
Okay. So you know what? I looked at it and oh wait, this okay, this +8. Actually, it's the same if you do active sonar or you are steaming, because the difference is this is when you are steaming, and when you are using active sonar, this changes to +8 and it changes to 0, and it's still +9. So because because it is very low frequency, we can ignore in both.
How convenient of me.
we
I
can
haven't done it on purpose, I promise.
we can ignore both. We can ignore both layer modifiers in both situations, I believe, right? Although wait, maybe it's some different, because sonar above layer actually he gets +2 when you are at shallow, right?
It does, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Not with the VLF though.
So it's ×9 right now. Okay. So it will be 1.8 times 9. It's 16.2. I will not modify this ring. It will vary a little. So you are right now 15.9 nautical miles away from this, right? Right. How?
Right.
That seemed longer. I thought this was larger distance. Okay, so it's 16.2, 50% range. So on the table it's 16, and you are 16, so pretty much. So it's there is 50% chance of you being detected, and I think we had enough long enough break between last contact that you don't get
there's no
alert
alerting
operator.
operator.
Yep. So Chris, you can roll for detection from this sonobui.
Right. Oh, let's see if I get to the section here. Okay. 1. What do I get here? No, good heavens. Bad roll.
Stealth.
No, must be.
Yeah, but the sonobui has much larger detection range than I anticipated it. With of course, when you move like that and fill the water with sounds of Russian technology. Okay, so your next move, Javier.
How many turns have I moved in this current course?
1. If did I move you?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Is this the one with active sonar? Yeah.
Yes, but did I move you already, or did I only plotted it? That's
I don't know if you moved it already. I mean, hit it. It's on.
And there is no undo right now. Undo button. Oh wait, I can undo turn.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
it probably.
Wait, you can keep doing multiple, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. So you plotted it, but you didn't do it. Yeah, to do it. Yeah. Okay. So next. On turn, go next.
You just be careful when you do that, because
I know that's I believe me, I was touching my mouse button very lightly when I did that, and cross my fingers with other hand that it will not crash.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, no. What it does is it pulls you back in time, but it puts you back to the original course. So.
Yeah, 190 and speed 8. Okay, and now do the movement.
Do.
And then now it's 100.
Okay. So now, yeah, it would be nice if we had the rest of the phases, right? Because now it's plotting phase. And we can keep it together if we don't go on the tangent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your new
100,
100?
then 32, and max depth 600.
Okay, and now this is plotting. And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I
Here
perform.
we go.
We go, and now it's detection.
Let's roll for detection again.
Yes,
Yep.
and let me see, because now it's 14.3. You were 16.2. It was less than 16.2, right? On the last one.
Does it matter for us to do detection? I mean, like, because
It will change by
the helicopter can't actually do anything until the refuels anyway.
but right now they not well. Maybe he will change. Maybe you're right, but I also want to learn and see how it goes. So yeah, why not? When it is 23. Why is it so large? I thought they detect at longer. Maybe your speed. Maybe it's that. I need later
Oh, it's
to check.
absolutely the speed.
If
I'm going fast.
23.
You have to recheck the modifiers though, right? For the depth.
Yes, but for the depth, but this sonobui actually is this guys. This sonobui is VLF to LMF. It's very low frequency to low medium frequency, so it actually ignores layer. Yeah. Low medium is affected by very low is not. So yeah, it totally ignores layer. And the modifier is almost the same. So it was 23 point something. Let's be thorough. Same like that. Okay, so it's 24 actually, and you are. I have a feeling I'm calculating it wrong.
What?
Somehow this seems too long because
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, because I'm an incredibly noisy submarine. I'm incredibly noisy.
Incredibly noisy, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the thing you have to think about, right? Like right now, that submarine is like standing still. That submarine is noisier than a ship.
Right.
Okay.
Like you know, any pretty much any ship actually.
Yeah, because right now, your chance of detection, if I look correctly, 14.3, 70%.
So you're gonna see me.
Because you are the detection we calculated is 24, and you are at the range just little below 14.4, so it's 70%. So, and yes. Oh, can I? Oh, I can add sensor, but I cannot add. You can add sensor. Maybe we should mention it to who is doing team plot. I can't remember the guy's name. But you can add sensor to reference point, but you cannot add sonar or ES. That might be helpful. Okay, but keep in mind you have him. Yeah. You detected him. Okay, so that's detection phase. So next turn, and now we have plotting phase. So any changes to? Yeah, we actually. I have some problem with counting time right now because you could stay there a little longer because he need to land on 10, 15, something like that, and he got here much faster than I anticipated. So you actually could
it's okay
stay
that,
with him
you know,
on station.
this Helos comes back to the land and refuel.
Sure.
And at this point in time, we have sonobuoys that are in detection. So that's,
Right.
pretty much we know where it is, sort of in that sense of distance. There's not much chance that it's going to launch any, long range missiles to hit us.
No, if he don't detect you, then no. 23.4.
Right now, the only thing that we can expect is that at this point we can get everything up and running again and do a closer spread of sonobuoys in the next 20 minutes. So
Yeah,
that's
because
not
I need to
bad.
check how long it takes, but it takes probably around 15 minutes to prepare this bird to fly again.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, you can probably wait a little. I don't know if we get there. If we don't get there, do you want to finish it some other time? Because
Yeah.
the pace is okay. So now because this is 9:39, I believe. This was the first turn of the sprint, or second.
Things first. So 2 more.
Yeah, so we need to definitely keep this tighter if we do this. Good experience, good learning experience, this scenario today. So this will be second, and this guy basically is close enough to land this turn, I believe. Because if I change his bearing a little,
Yeah.
he would get there. So I will remove him, and this is 9:42.
9:42.
He landed at 9:42 for reference. If you can write this down
9:42
in your
he
order or
landed,
something.
okay.
Well, and I will see after performing the detection here. We'll check how long it takes for them to refuel it, because they only need to be refueled and prepped. It's 12.9. So it's still 70%, but with plus 15 for alerted operators, so 85 to keep him.
That's yeah. You're basically gonna keep it. You're basically gonna keep me because it's gonna go up to 90% in a minute 80 that as well.
Yeah, it should probably be detected again, classified, but we can ignore it. I believe that nothing else is found, and yeah. So okay, so I will do next, and I will quickly check the aircraft ready time for just to mark when you are ready to take off again. Let me see. Oh, that's refueling. Yeah, I will do more quick charts and cheat sheets. Definitely. Where was it? I remember where was it, and now I can't find it. This is the thing. Oh. Small IC, 20 minutes to fuel, 20 to alert. Yeah, but right now helicopters are halved. I hate this. It should be readily visible, but I'm very. Oh, here. Okay,
Yeah.
to
So,
fuel.
yeah.
It's
So
small or very small?
it's small. Small. Definitely
So
small.
20 minutes
There
to
are no very small
fuel.
helicopters. It's 20 minutes to fuel and another 20 minutes to alert. I think. But like the pilot doesn't need alerting anymore because it's already. I'm assuming it's already alert, so it's only 20 minutes to fuel.
Beside helicopters have the alert time. Yeah, I think we can probably skip alert.
Yeah.
Again,
assume he's in the cockpit. He might need a bathroom break, but other than that.
Yeah, so
Those
20 minutes to fuel. I will not
half
split.
because it's a helicopter.
No, but from what I see, only alert times. I need maybe two, because there is helicopters have the time to alert, but not for other things apparently.
Okay.
Only to alert. So yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes is probably realistic. I'm not sure. To fuel them. So
That's the way I've done it before. So yeah, you're fine.
yeah, let's not split hair over this, in my opinion. So it will be ready at 10 too, right? In turn 10.
That's true. They can refuse. Yeah.
In 10 2, it can be launched again. Let's say. Okay, and you are detected. So this is the third turn of your sprint, I believe. And do we roll for detection? Or although you know what the constant detection might be important for if Chris receives alerted operator for other sensors later.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd assume he's getting it every turn, basically. He's gonna
Right
maintain
now, yes, but if he loses you for longer than 3 or 5 turns, then he loses
sure,
you, then
yeah,
it
yeah.
can have impact later.
Yeah, but what I mean is, as long as that buoy is there, he's not gonna lose me. When that buoy goes away, then maybe.
Maybe. Oh, the Sandman helps us very much today. Much appreciated. Aircraft, helicopter in flight, right? Because I was thinking about it. I think you can do that. Western helicopters can refuel from any friendly surface ship by approaching the ship at low altitude, matching its current speed, and dropping a refueling hose. That's true. It takes about 15 minutes. So yeah, you can just hover next to the NOx and refuel mid-flight if you want to.
Oh, okay. That's a heck of an operation.
Yeah, because I forgot that they can do that, and from here it's not restricted by time period or anything. So yeah, you can just 5 turns from now fly away, but you don't get.
Does that disrupt
your
their sonar operations though?
Good question.
I think it would actually, if I'm not
You need. I think if the helicopter needs line of sight to the buoy and it's at essentially very low altitude.
Well, I'm
then
saying
I don't-
that
Yes.
Then you probably.
I'm saying the ship's
have-
sonar capability is going to be because of the massive noise of the helicopter in the exterior.
No, noise. Actually, the noise from helicopter is very limited, and it won't affect towed array because it is streamed far away from ship. If ship noises don't affect it, then helicopter hovering over ship won't affect it either. But yeah, I forgot that at this altitude, and especially if you land, you don't get relay from the sonobuoys. And even if you are very low, at very low, probably we won't have the line of sight. My other question is, can the frigate, if the frigate just has radar line of sight without helicopter, is helicopter necessary to relay the information, or these buoys can be used if there is only line of sight from the ship? I'm not sure about that. But yeah, good point. I forgot absolutely. What's the from very, because if from very low, although no, they are close enough to the water that we need to probably assume that the helicopter is not even at very low probably, but at the surface level. Or is it? Even from very low, I can't find the.
As long as it's line of sight.
Yeah, I'm looking at line of sight right now. At least I try to find it. Okay, so from very low to the horizon, because oh right, I forgot to look, because we probably win from the helicopter to the ship at very low. It's 22, but we probably need to use horizontal line of sight to periscope for the sonobuoys, right?
Yeah.
Because they barely stand out from the water.
Yeah.
So from very low, to periscope, it's 14 nautical miles.
Yeah, so I would lose
yeah.
the.
Yeah,
I would lose it anyway.
you might have this too, but this one you lose contact because you don't have relay to this guy.
Right, right. I only have the 5 and the 10. Those are the only two that I can actually reach. Oh
Yeah.
wait, 10 nautical miles? No, that's 20,000 yards, right? So
What you are what you mentioned? This one? Oh, because you have 10 nautical miles to this one, 6 to 7 to this one. From what I see from helicopter being at very low, you get 14 nautical miles to periscope. This is
okay.
actually I believe it should be periscope. There is no hard rules for that, but that makes sense to me that or
Okay.
either I don't know if this or to horizon.
I mean, how much do they stick out?
Very little, but
Very, very little. It's really
but the question is, do they stick out as far as periscope or not? Because actually the horizon from very low, let me see. Is there a difference? From very low to horizon, okay, it's 12. So it's 12 nautical miles to horizon and 14 to periscope. So yeah, it's negligible.
I'd say I think it's periscope because they probably stick up about as much as a periscope. To be fair.
Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, let's assume that. Okay, so you lose contact on that. Let's for now ignore it. And I totally lose track. This was the third turn of sprint.
Yeah. So now it goes into the course is 190, I think. Yeah, it's 190 and 8.
Let's see. Okay, so do movement. Oh, and actually, you almost skimmed the SQR range. Oh, so you know what? Let's turn off this. You almost skimmed the range of the SQR-18. I don't check bow sonar on the. Maybe I should, but I don't check the bow sonar on the Nox because we can safely ignore it.
Yeah.
It won't be sensor that will find you. And actually, it's very interesting. I would like to play scenario in the 60s or 70s, because in 70s, it was very different game because they only had this SQS-26, no towed arrays, but I need to see what Soviet submarines were then and what was were they much noisier, and I need to see if they gave statistics for, I can't remember, it wasn't Rust, but the Nox had first attempt at making basically anti-submarine drone, because they tried in the 60s or 70s, in 70s I believe, they tried to make a remotely controlled drone hauling torpedoes. It apparently, and it is interesting because it apparently was giant failure, but when you look at the pictures of it, it looked, dash hello, thanks. I will show it to you because it looks amazing. They made a lot. They made a lot of it. Apparently, when you look at pictures, it looks very successful. It looks like they made a lot of them. They made many. They made many tests with it, but apparently it wasn't successful because the whole project was discarded later, and apparently because of the control problems or something.
It could be the data link,
but it looks awesome. It looks incredible. Actually, it looks very ingenious. And I was wondering what were the technical problems that they abandoned it for almost how many decades. Only now they try to build it, right? Because it sounds like obvious design to make yes, produce 62 to 69.
Yeah.
And then have a century nothing, and right now they build new ones. I wonder what was the biggest technical difficulty that they didn't try it earlier again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sorry for this tangent, but
It's fine.
but this contraption looks very very interesting, and it also took 2 torpedoes, the same amount as the Sea Sprite. So okay, so now I just moved you. Okay, at 8 knots, we don't need to make any detection, I believe. We can move further, right? Because unless you hit this point, or the helicopter take off, we don't need to do anything. And the helicopter landed hook up on 42, right? So it was 2 turns since he started fueling itself. So wait, because you marked it, you marked it as hooked up kilo refuel 42. Okay, so it will be 5 turns, right? So 1, 2, and I can never remember because he hooked up. Do we count the turn he hooked up as one of the turns he refuels? I don't think so. No, it's just he arrived, he dropped the hose, and they attached the hose, right? And now that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9:57, you can detach your hose and go again.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your next sprint direction, Javier?
My direction, it's still 09.
Yeah, second, 100.
Okay. Do you change your course, Chris? Because I didn't ask you because I got the
No,
impression
I'm
that
not.
yeah.
No, I'm still staying on the 090.
Okay,
So
because I
I'm
got
gonna
this
stay at
impression
that.
that
That gives
you
me a
don't really want to change your course. Okay, so first turn of sprint, and you are in maximum detection range. But basically, at this range, you have 10% of detecting him. I don't even need to look at the table, right? If it's at
yeah.
the extreme outer range, we can assume it's 10%.
Right. All right, I can roll. I'm gonna try and detect.
Because you can gain for later your alerted operator. What do I click? Okay.
Right. Here we go. So what did I roll here? 22.
Okay. So second turn of the sprint. And now it will be. Yeah, I don't want to check because I believe this was the range for you steaming like a madman. 37 point. Crazy Russians.
Yes.
37 point something. Okay. So it's closer to 38. So at 35. Wait, I'm doing. Oh, wait. I know what I'm doing wrong. I think I know what I did wrong there because. Yeah. Okay, sorry. This is 37, but what's the 50% of it? Because I was looking at. I think I made this mistake with. I might made this mistake with the Sonobui that I took the outer range I give as a 50% range, while when this was the the furthest range. Okay, so I need to look. This is 10%. So 37. I think that's why Sonobui had larger distance. But maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. So 37. What is that? 37.4.
Well,
Because
it's mainly
37.
because
It's 37.4. I clicked here. It was the longest distance it can be detected, right? Not 50% distance.
right.
But now I can see it in the table, so fantastic. Or maybe it was this 50%. Let me quickly, sorry, check it because I got lost. So this was times 7, right? I'm getting little fatigue also, so sorry about any mistakes.
That's fine.
4.3 times 7. It's 30.1. Okay. Let me mark it correctly. 30.1. What? I think I fumbled something very badly. So 4.3, because this was, oh, this was actually for you detecting, although, was there a difference or much difference between if you are just steaming, what was it, +4, right? I believe so. Oh, sorry, this was plus, no, it was +4. So yeah, it's always +8. We can assume, we can quickly assume it's +8 because this won't affect it. So it's times 7, 4.3. Yeah, it's starting to. So 30.1. 30.1. So it's 54 miles furthest detection. We did something wrong, I believe. How did we arrive at the previous?
54 nautical miles.
As a max detection, we did something. Yeah, what?
Yeah, I thought the
where?
maximum was 9 by or whatever, and then we took the baseline.
Yeah, because but I fumbled something, but let's see what, because you are noisy, +3. Okay, environment is +1. Searcher speed is 9 to 15. You move at 30, it's +4, so it's +8. We ignore, for VLF, we basically ignore the layer. +8 is times 7. Your towed array is 5.3, 4.3. And however, I wouldn't punch 4.3 times 7, it's 30.1. This is the 50% range. And 30, so the closest one is 30, right? So the longest possible detection range is 54. So 54, and this is 54. This is the longest range you can detect him. God damn it! How did I fudged it up so badly?
I don't know.
No, the other ones are the
At some point.
convergences. What I don't.
Yes, the convergence zones, yes, they are the other one. They are okay because they are fixed. But I believe someone did this calculation on the text chat, and it went okay. The same as we used. Oh, okay. Based on plus SQL direct path. Oh no, sorry. I needed to calculate something wrong or assumed something. So sorry, guys. This is the correct. So Javier, you are. How strong words we use on this channel? We are not family-friendly channel, right? So
No, that went out the door the first time I ever spoke. So no.
Oh, right. Oh, you're
Oh, my
fucked.
virgin ears.
Yeah, we could. God, how we did that? And okay, okay. At least we learn. Next time we played good. Okay, so 35.1. This is your distance. 35 point and 54 is the maximum range. We found it, and 35.1. So 40%.
40%. Yep.
40%.
So you want me to roll for?
Yeah, why not? Because
Why not? Yeah, that's right. 40%'s not bad.
because now you will be able to, if you hold him for enough, because now he is in your range, and if he will still use this pattern, you can. Yeah, okay, you have him. If you hold him for enough turns, you can start to develop passive fire control solution.
Exactly. So at this
And
point, it's good.
if he stay in your direct detection path, you can you can create pretty good solution for a helicopter.
Yeah, that's exactly what to do now. Is that all right?
But
How
the
close are we
range
to?
on this thing, god damn it, you could pretty much hold him all the time.
Yeah.
How did we miss that? what I did wrong? I did something wrong. Sorry. Oh, because maybe I did 50% detection? I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but
it's a convergence now.
he wasn't always going quick enough for that, though, right? Okay, never mind.
Yes, but
That's the
even if he
absolute maximum.
didn't, but he used active sonar, which pretty much make
okay.
him even more easier to detect, I believe.
Yeah, maybe we were just missing that.
Right.
Okay, so maybe it will be finished quicker than I assumed. At least mission kill. Okay, so yeah, and the helicopter probably could attack already, but let's say sonar operator on Nox forgot to change the range on his screen, and he was always looking at this range, and he screwed up on the passive sonar. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Someone was using electric shaver next to his head. Okay, so this was, I believe, second turn of your sprinting. Correct?
Yeah.
So another turn of sprint. Now the detection is 33 point. Did you move to another bracket? Oh, actually, no. But you get 40. Yeah, if we are sticklers. 40 plus 15 for alerted operator, so 55 to hold you. So Chris, you need to roll for another 55% to hold his contact.
Oh,
And
okay.
will this turn. So you lost him.
Lost contact. All right.
Yes, because you had. Oh no, wait.
Okay.
No, 50. No, you had 55%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you keep him, and let's see the passive fire control solution you can get. Mobile decoys Nope, not this time. Torpedo Seeker. What's the Seeker on Mark
Gen
4?
3, Generation 3.
Okay, +1. Combat system on, I assume on the Nox, because she's creating the solution. What's the Nox's combat system?
Like 3, I think.
Great generation. Yeah.
Third generation. So for passive mode, it's
fourth
-1. Tactical, there is no data link because you are using your own sonar. Passive ranging, no, you don't have localization array. Contact speed, and here's the kicker: do you use? Should
32. -1.
How long it is when you use? Because right now, when you move right now, it's -2, right?
Yeah.
And the question is, when
No,
we
it's
shift,
-1.
do we change it? Do
No,
we change it on a turn shift?
it's -1.
Oh, right. Okay, you're right. Contact course change of 20, contact speed change, not yet, not this turn, because for the last 2 turns you didn't change, right?
Yeah.
So no. And now tracking turns 1, because the first turn of detection is turn 0 of tracking, basically, right? So it's, so what do we have here? Plus the modifiers right now are -1, so it's 0. Your range 33.3. Yeah. Yep. No, not yet. Not yet there. This is passive. So, but if you track him for, oh, sorry, it's 0, so it's here. But if you close the distance and track him long enough,
Right.
So for now, this is it. Because you can I believe you can give your fire solution to helicopter, right?
That's correct. It's the helo that's on the. That's the top of the hill here. So let's do a.
I believe this turn you can move him because he ends. Yeah, that's my problem with my interpretations. He fuels for 5 turns, so and I marked that he ends fueling on 9:57.
Right.
So now you can move him, but now is turn of. So let's add him again. Blue is W. Where is Hilo is W? Let's just do that. We don't really need to track his altitude. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And now I believe it's. So you get. Oh right, and let's give us a passive bearing. Why not?
Oh, sorry.
I could call it Sierra 1. That would be better. So I bet your helicopter is flying towards.
Yeah, this is going to be a prosecute the target flight. So 2 torpedoes, and yeah, it's now hopefully getting back on that sonar buoy that's still out there, and
You can drop more. You can drop, because you can drop your two the diecast, the active sonobuoys to create
right. And I'm using
That's the question.
Using MAD to.
Yeah, and use MAD.
Yep. So at this point, it's.
And this is Chris. This is sorry, Javier. You, I believe this is the turn of you slowing down.
Yeah.
So 8, and what will be the course?
10.
Okay.
No, not 110. 10. Just.
Oh, just 10.
Oh, just 10? Oh, you're going north. Oh my gosh.
Throw you off. Okay, so 1 turn.
I'm pretty sure that lowers it. Every time I do that, I'm pretty sure that lowers the track again.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh yeah. You mean this? No, because you are now you get tracks are. Oh wait, no, that you only get another track if you detect him.
Yeah. So the tracking continues, but hang on, let me go to
No,
the.
tracking only continues if Chris will maintain contact with you.
Yeah, of course. But see, here's the thing. Let me find the
Oh,
acute thing.
Sandman says there is no passive solution until within 16 nautical miles. He probably is correct, but I need to ask him something. Although he's listening, so no passive solution until within 60 nautical miles. But can you track farther than 60 nautical miles? Probably
You
not.
can get a passive. Yeah, you can track farther than 16, but you cannot get a passive further than 16.
Yeah, okay. But you can count turns when you have contact farther than 16 nautical miles. See page 64.
Find target zig. Okay, yeah. So every time I change course, it applies -2 to the track.
Yes, but only I believe for the turn you did that. And the next turn, if you don't do that, you don't. Okay, 6.4 target zig, yes, but my question is, can I take, because I don't see on this page, he said, because this is basically the modifiers page. Do you get can you count? I don't see it on the page 6-4.
Interesting thing here is, would you know that you don't have? You wouldn't know that you don't have a solution.
That's actually correct. You can be almost certain you have, but it can be wrong solution.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if you don't know that you don't have a solution, you would probably still try, and it would be an automatic miss.
Yeah, maybe. But you know what? At this distance, you might not have enough bearing drift to create any solution. I mean, bearing change is too small to.
How far am I from the sonobuoy?
From this one.
Yeah, pretty close actually.
8 miles. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then if I'm 8 miles from the buoy, then you should have the solution should be from the buoy.
Yes.
The buoy is what's providing. The buoy is what's providing.
Detect. And let me now check the buoys again. The buoys detection, because the buoy had ×9 on you, right? But basically, we could use the last one, and the buoy had 0. So I did this. Next time, I didn't want to create the calculations for it at the beginning, because I thought we'll have more modifiers and more various situations with this. Oh, sorry, I don't need the ship. I need the lamps. 1.8. Okay. 1.8 times 9. We can max it out. 16.2. I think some fatigue is getting to me, and I believe I catch the cold today, because I start to feel kind of woozy. But okay, I can get to
Once
it.
we have, all right, with the Nox, now that we have the sonobuoy that's out there for another at least the point of contact. We should
Yeah, but
retract the toned array for the next turn.
I wonder one thing. Okay, 6.2, so 28.8 from what I see is the farthest the Sonobui can go. How did I screw up? Oh, okay, because I did maximum for times 8, I believe, for when you. Yeah.
Like, guys, I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to go in like a minute or so.
Okay, we can save it. Oh, I didn't save it.
However, I would be more, if that's okay with everybody else, I'd be more than happy to continue this next day. Just pick it up and continue the game because I am enjoying this.
Next day,
Yeah,
you
I am
mean
too. So that would be good.
it is fine with me. I want to finish it.
Yes, so do I.
Hey, what is the range? What is the range there from the firing platform?
From the firing platform, we don't know yet because it's complicated situation where we need to first figure out the
For the solution, you mean?
fire solution.
Well, this
And
is the only reason I mention is I'm looking at 634 acoustic sensor fire control solutions, and it says direct path and bottom mounts active sonar can support accurate tracking out to 20 nautical miles.
Yeah. So in this case, it's the in this case it's the buoy that's 8 nautical miles away that would be generating the data for the
Okay.
solution.
yeah, but here's the thing, and
Oh,
we
that's
need to go
okay.
with this.
So
When
wait,
do you have
detection.
time?
Do you need
What-
3 buoys to get a solution? 5, 4, 6, 3.
Here's the thing, because this is
Wait.
just passive sonar, but if you go to the rules for sonobuoy detection, you actually with sonobuoys alone you can have poor quality solution at best with passive ones. With active ones, I believe you can have fair.
So good chances of miss.
Because if you use these rules where you use sonobuoy as just sonobuoy detecting, and maybe it should be mentioned by Chris and Larry in the rulebook now that I see it, because technically you can get this solution with passive solution from one sonobuoy, but then when you go to the sonobuoy detection, it is explicitly said that with the sonobuoy localization you can get with passive maximum poor, with active fair, and to get good solution you need to use mad.
But yeah, no, that's right because these are omnidirectional buoys, aren't they?
Yep,
Yes.
I believe so.
Oh,
No,
okay,
sorry,
yeah.
they I think these are actually
It's directional.
Yeah, they are directional, but still they should explicitly said in the sonar detection that sonobuoys. Maybe my flowchart is giving you bad impression because this is flowchart used only. I don't know. This procedure is probably used only then with regular passive sonars, and sonobuoys should be used separately.
I'm not sure.
Mm,
Right, guys,
Well-
I'm afraid I unfortunately really have to go, but
Well,
I would love to
but
continue this later.
thanks, Javier, for game,
Yeah,
and
no problem at all.
let me know when we can finish it.
Any weekend is good.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
fine.
Catch you
We'll
later.
be in touch. Catch you later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Very good. So we'll talk to you soon.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
thanks, guys. Thanks, and see you later then.
All right.
I'm kind of exhausted, actually. No, I